All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Fastback 6768.
That's right. And we got someone else here. If he can get his stuff working here in a second.
Really?
Let's see. Dred, you there, buddy?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. Yes.
You just can't see me.
No.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
working.
good.
I've been, good morning, everyone. If you could see me, I'm picking up my coffee mug and cheering to you.
All right.
All right.
But it's two beards and a gamer.
That's right. Two
Yes.
beards and me.
It's like the sports show that I talked to. Two pros and a Joe, cup of Joe.
There you go. Speaking of my cup of Joe, I love my Xbox cup of Joe because its color changes with the heat, so I know when my coffee's ready to drink.
Or as Doggy Dog would say, two beards and a POS.
Oh my gosh, you guys are bringing that
He's
that
starting up early.
renegade crap here. No, I'm just kidding.
I was thinking two beards and a lamer.
Oh,
Oh wow,
Oh.
wow. The hate
Wow.
from my own crew here is real. Just wait. Anyways, another week has gone by. Fastback, what you been playing?
I have been playing nothing but Grounded 2. I have continued to progress in the game and getting gear and weapons and upgrading, learning secrets and all that, and of course improving my building, defense and stuff like that. So it's an amazing game for me. I mean, I get sucked in these games like that. So
3 million players. You're one of the 3 million.
I'm
Congratulations.
one of the 3 million.
That's right.
So I
Game
never
preview.
finished the first one. So after playing this, once I beat this one, I might go back to the first and beat that story too. So
Yeah, Grounded's a big deal now. 3 million players. It's only on Xbox and on PC. It's not on the Switch yet,
nope.
and it's not on PlayStation yet, as it's game preview, and they don't have game preview programs on those
Yeah.
platforms.
And that's what they
Another
did
reason why
last time,
Xbox
too.
is better.
Yep.
And
I'm helping improving the game.
yeah,
And it's not for everybody. It does. What do you call it? Every once in a while, it does glitch back out, like it jumps back out to the dashboard. So it does suck, but you don't lose anything. I haven't lost anything. So
cloud
Just
saves for the win.
yeah,
Yeah, because you're playing on a server, not local, so that's kind of cool.
yeah.
And also, Grounded is getting a TV show on Netflix. I
Oh,
think.
that'd be cool.
That's gonna
On
be awesome.
That would be cool. And it's been a long time, because it obviously reminds you of Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah,
You know,
it's gonna be cool.
It's funny. It's a testament to this whole access to your games
Mhm.
versus exclusivity. Because the whole Game Pass, it doesn't make devs any money. It doesn't make anybody any money. It's a waste of time. You're renting your game. Da 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 da. All the excuses in the book, right? But what did Xbox do?
They made it happen anyway, baby.
Yeah, but they put it out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it shows you that PlayStation wanted it, and now because you have your metrics between your rental service, which is Game Pass, right? Because that's what it really is, your online rental.
Hell yeah.
Those that actually bought it, no matter what, they were buying the game anyway. Even though and it shows you those that bought it with Game Pass and those that bought it that didn't have Game Pass, and now you really have other numbers, a different metric that is from outside,
Mhm.
and it just shows you that there's people that want to play this game that love it. So without all those metrics, we wouldn't have had a Grounded 2.
That's right.
So
Probably
think
not.
about that. You know what I mean? It's like those metrics. I mean, look at Pentiment. Nobody really bought it. Everybody played it that had Game Pass, and everybody loved it
Dice
for
Swears by it.
whatever
Yeah.
reason. But where's Pentiment 2? That should have been out just as fast. So
Yeah.
there's always somebody looking at these statistics. So it just shows you when a good game is a good game, it doesn't matter where it's at. It'll sell,
Mhm.
and people have fun. That's the most important part. You enjoy the game that you're playing.
Yeah,
It
shout
doesn't
out
matter
to
where
Oblivion.
it's at.
Shout out to Oblivion. It's not
Exactly.
Oblivion. Obsidian. Sorry.
Obsidian, yeah.
Obsidian. Shout out to Obsidian. Yes.
Yeah,
Dred, though, what have you been playing lately, man? In the last, 4 months, you haven't been on?
We'll just go with the latest thing that I've played. The Battlefield 6 beta.
Dude, we can talk about that in a little bit. Hold your thoughts. Hold your thoughts. I do want to hear about it.
Okay. So, but yeah, that's basically it. Other than a few other games here and there.
Nice.
So nothing exciting. But like I said, BF6 is the. I guess it's BF6B. Yeah. You know. But yeah, that's the most recent game, other than life and editing and.
Yeah, I saw you posted 2 videos yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
You had 2 out. Was it yesterday or Friday? I don't remember when. One of those 2 days. Sorry, guys. The weekend
Friday.
is just a big blur.
Yeah, it was short. It's been like shorts every day. I missed a few days here and there, but we got some events going on, but friendly competition in the creators space.
Mhm.
So we're tied up now. We were losing at first, and our manager came back, and now we're tied up. So
That's good. Congratulations. Hope you win.
I
And
hope so too.
everybody go
Nice.
his videos after the show to help him win. So this week I've been playing nothing but Metaphor Refantasio and Forza Motorsport. We'll talk about Forza a little later, but yeah, Metaphor Refantasio. I hit like the longest cutscene of all time. It was like a 3-hour long cutscene. Guys, when you need a 3-hour long cutscene, holy crap! You gotta bring your game down. Now, don't get me wrong. It was like talking and like, oh yeah, you want to fight, and then a fight happened, and then cutscene, and then oh yeah, you want to fight, and then another fight happened, and so there was like little player interactions here and there, but it was a long cutscene. So yeah. Anyways, I'm about to go face Louise for the second time. Here in probably tomorrow or the next day. See what happens. I'm a little worried because I do feel underpowered right now, even though I'm like level 50. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in Metaphor.
So just make your popcorn for those and cutscenes.
Yeah,
in between.
me too. But chat, what have you been playing? We love to hear what you have to say, and let's check in with the chat. Speaking of them, Cheese is Nasty says Battlefield 6 is amazing. Can't stop playing it. It brings back memories. There you go. Wow, Dreadpool's going to enlighten us a little more later. Shout out to you, Cheese is Nasty. Thank you for being here. You are the real MVP. Yeah. Dread is going to, while I'm talking to the chat, Dread is going to step out for a few minutes. Try to fix his stuff. So, there we go. So he'll be back. He'll be back here in a few minutes. All right, let's see. Chet Walker says, you are the real MVP. Happy Gamescom week. Yes. Shout out to Cheo Walker. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. I love his avatar. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
El Nini is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning, Iconic Video Games and chat. Thank you so much for being here, El Nini. You are the real MVP. He says, I have Gears Reloaded, preloaded, and ready to go on my PS5 Pro. Enjoy that, buddy. Enjoy that.
Yep.
I probably won't play Gears Reloaded as it will be like the 12th time I've played the first Gears.
Yeah.
I'm good for now.
But it's good to see it. Hey, now PlayStation gamers can play it over there. Play those Xbox games on that PlayStation. So
that's right. And then you guys can tell me how much it still sucks.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Glinzer. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. He says 5 must be a typo. I'm early, not late. What's 5? Oh, I think it might be a time change, but where am I that I'm on at 5 o'clock? Wow. Are you in Hawaii? I'm just trying to think where you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're about 4 hours, 3 hours behind us. So
yeah. Well, let me know. Let me know. Let's see. If 3 hours behind us, he would have to be like in Greenland, maybe Iceland. Let me know where you're from, Glinzer. I'd love to hear it. Shout out to Doggy Dog 420. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning, everyone, and Xbox butter. Hashtag whole slate. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She is the MVP of my life. And she says, Axel also has a beard, okay? Yeah. I just shave it. I could probably outgrow your beard in a week. There, no, I'm just kidding. Maybe not that big, but I could catch up.
Now, maybe not Dreadpool's up.
No, Dreadpool's. I don't even know. I don't even want to try. Like,
I know.
I can't see that being my look. Sorry. Dread, love you, but I can't see that being my look. Let's see. Big B Buddy's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. It says, "What's up, Xbox Army? What's up?" Let's see. El Nini has a Pro. That's cool. If I was a big time PlayStation fan, I would definitely get a Pro. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Oh, you pay this much more money for, what was it, 18% improvement or whatever. Pfft, whatever. I'm paying it. But I'm not. So, yeah, good for you, man. Good for you. That's awesome. Cam MA says, good morning. Good morning, Cam MA. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. El Nini has been playing Silent Hill 2 and Bioshock. Bioshock, amazing. Dreadful got the blue screen of death. Oh my gosh, man. It's that graphics card you have in there. I don't know what it is. I'm just making it up. Let's see. Doggy Dog is ready for some Helldivers. Hell yeah, me too, man. Rain G4 is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. He says sliding through. Yes. Yeah. Gears will top the PS charts. I hope it does, man. I hope it does. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. All right, so Glitzer is in the Bay Area, but stream said starting at 5. 3 people were here before me. Wow. Good grief. Shout out to Sith Lord. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Real quick, Sith Lord sends me DMs every now and again, and he got to meet Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief.
Yeah.
And he got an autograph from him. It's so cool. Super cool. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick so I can show it to you.
And dude, that voice he does is like one of the iconic. To me, it kind of ranks up there with what's the name that does Optimus Prime?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Like some of those actors back then, like the guy that does Starstream, and he does Cobra Commander. Like I grew up with those voices, and that just awesome to like. It's funny back then you would watch different tunes, and it's like, man, I recognize that voice. They were playing across all different types. Peter Colden, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Sith Lord got himself a Master Chief 117 signed by Steve Downs. Little poster you can see here. He already put it in some protective plastic. Good for you, man. I'm so jealous. I would love to meet Steve Downs.
Yeah,
I would love to meet Steve Downs one day. Yeah.
And they did the Halo TV series. They should have just kept that guy like, hey, don't talk. We'll get Steve Downs to do.
Keep your helmet on. Don't talk. We're gonna do the
Yes.
Star Trek style. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So he did meet it. Yeah. Hellbind too. Hellbind.
Hellbound?
Hellbound. Hellblade, maybe.
Hellblade, yeah. So it's like,
Helldivers. I don't know. So there you go. Let's see.
Good morning, Dan the Man.
Yeah.
He's in the chat.
And we will see Black Ops 7. Yes, absolutely, we will. We will. Yeah. So, and shout out to Dan the Man Cunningham. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. All right. Let's. Oh, guys. By the way, we are so close to 500 subscribers. Right. So at the end of the day, Friday, I checked my subscribers. I had 491, and I'm like, yeah, I get to update my graphic, but I don't. I loaded up this morning, I saw I have 490. So, guys, I am so close to 500 subscribers. Please share the show out. Tell your friend, your brothers, uncles, cousins, college roommate to subscribe.
Relatives, Diaz.
Yeah. Your aunts, your uncles to subscribe. I am so close to 500. I would appreciate if you guys shared this show out and help me get to 500. I appreciate each and every one of you who do.
I think Eternal Shaddai is the one that left. He unsubscribed.
Oh, no.
See how he is?
Yeah. So we are so close to 500. So please help me get there. Help me get there, chat. You guys are awesome. And be sure to hit that thumbs up as it helps me get notified or get popular on on YouTube and beat that YouTube algorithm. All right, so shall we start with Dreadpool Tech supports himself. Hopefully he comes back. He'll let me know. All right, so up first today. Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta. There we go. Can't have it not show. So up first, Xbox is banning spam game bundles. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this to the lower right. There we go. Can you see that still on the live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. All right. So Xbox is banning spam game bundles from the Xbox store. And this is just for like developers that do weird like bundle after bundles, right? Microsoft says developers who publish bundles of the same game to try to maximize digital shelf space are in violation of its DCC, or the Developer Code of Conduct. New criteria for bundles has been set out to put an end to bundle spamming. Bundles that contain different platform SKUs of the same game are not banned unless there are noticeable differences between the versions. Right? So this is coming from True Achievement. So this is an easy gamer score flooding, right?
Yeah.
But in particular, what are they really talking about? Well, the biggest violator of this is Outbreak. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I just typed in the word Outbreak, and I got, well, how many is it? 1, 2. I got 25. 25.
Wow.
Different games. So which one of these is Outbreak? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And the prices are like $99.99, $94.99. What's the difference? $89.99, $109, $119. Wow. What the hell? Another $89.99. What's the difference between this $89.99 and this $89.99? What?
Yeah.
Like, you can see where it's creating some digital shelf space maximization, if you will.
How did it even get to that in the first place? I don't understand if it's violating their codes.
Yeah, so Outbreak is the biggest violator here of the of this ban here, right? So this led to a large complaint from both developers and consumers. So very rarely do both developers and consumers have the same complaint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a quick look at the storefront reveals the extent of the problem. Developers are ramming the Microsoft Store with bundles that include 3 versions of the same game, each with a different platform SKU. Buying a bundle in most cases grants you essentially 3 copies of a game, one that can be played on Xbox Series X, another one on both series on SNX and Xbox One, and a third version for the PC. It's a tactic primarily employed by developers who release easy Game & Score games to pretty much sell Game & Score directly to the players. You Game & Score people like Doggy over there. He probably bought all of these Outbreaks.
Yeah, how you got 10 million.
Yeah. So Tamari Trials from developer Alpha Games is also guilty of this. There are 4 listings clogging up the new releases page for Tamari Trials. One for the Xbox Series X, another one for Xbox One, a bundle that includes both versions, and finally another bundle that includes 2 console versions and a Windows version. So here's the same game, Tamari Trials, in the new what's new section. Wow. So Xbox Series X version, Xbox One version, Xbox Series X and Xbox One version, Xbox Series X, Xbox One version, and Windows version.
I mean, you would think it would be a one-time buy. That's it. It's a digital deal.
It's a digital
play
thing.
It on any. If it supports that platform, it should be fine. Like especially the X and S, it's the same gen.
Right.
It's weird.
So after an investigation, Microsoft has determined that bundles focusing on different platforms with undifferentiated content in an attempt to maximize digital shelf space are incompatible with Section 3 of the DCC, as they confuse players and are an attempt to manipulate the search results for a game. We will no longer enable bundles that contain different platform SKUs of the same game. Additionally, other attempts to manipulate the store search results may result in bundles being delisted or not granted. Microsoft says to ensure the integrity of the store, And to maintain a quality experience for customers, it's setting out new guidelines regarding bundles. These criteria are designed to prevent practices that could lead to confusion, clutter, or manipulation within the store ecosystem, therefore preserving a fair and enjoyable browsing experience for all users and publishers. So here is all the new stuff that are getting a thing, right? These are all the new rules for developers. Oh, there he is. Dred's back. Woo! What's up, Dred?
Oh, talk about restarting and actually had to shut down the PC and literally flip the switch to power off completely just to
You
get
had
it
to
to
do a
work.
full cold boot, huh?
Oh my, cold boot and then some.
That's what happens when you're married to death, sir. That's what you deal with.
That's what you get when you have a teenager that browses the dark web.
She doesn't sit back here.
No.
No.
I'm just saying because when I was a teenager, when my parents would tell me, you can't do that, I found a way to do it. So.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't have access to the router like I do, so I'm able to manipulate some things on the router.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're saying, sorry, Dredge, keep picking up on this topic of bundles, right?
Yep.
Well, this bundles do not consist only of different SKUs. Meaningful differences include editions such as Standard, Deluxe, or Ultimate, where each provides a unique or additional content, as well as cases where distinct platform versions have noticeable differences, such as resolution or frame rate. A single product with similar or minimal differentiated bundles taking up excessive numbers of slots is not permitted. Multiple bundles, so forth and so on, right? So, yeah, there you go. And, of course, they use Outbreak. So we'll see how they enforce this, because this is going to be difficult to enforce. So, yeah. So when you're releasing bundles, oh, this one's for Xbox, this one's for Xbox One, this one's for Xbox One Plus Series X, this one's for everything. This could be done with smart delivery. I don't understand why they don't do smart delivery. You people just enable it. It's a flip of a switch, I'm sure. Dred, what do you think about this bundle crisis?
Well, when you look at it, it's very confusing. Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell you the same game. So if you don't realize it, you're buying the same game over and over and over and over and over again. You know, even Mortal Kombat does the same thing, where they tell you this is also in this bundle. Do not buy this if you already have this bundle.
Yep.
So they've been doing stuff like that from a long time ago. But what it seems like, it's like they're trying to do the GTA of, we'll sell you the same game over and over again in different ways, just so you can, but GTA is doing it with the money. What was it called?
Shark cards.
Shark cards. Yes, thank you. And the Megalodon cards and all that. Whatever.
Yeah.
The Megalodon bundle for the shark cards. But yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, think about it. Outbreak Lost Hope. And then you got Outbreak Lost Hope again, definitive, and then you got another definitive. So which one is it? Am I buying?
Here's Lost Hope definitive.
Yeah.
Here's Lost Hope definitive. What the hell?
It's
this one's $10 less than this one.
Right. And I'm sure there's more. But again, that's an example there of, you'd have to go into it to look at it. So is it the definitive edition upgrade, expansion? Put it on there. I wouldn't have an issue if that's what they were doing and saying, hey, look, here's your Lost Hope, here's your definitive edition upgrade, and then here's your actual definitive edition. Everything, all the kitten are in the basket. You know what I'm saying? Everything's here. See, look right there.
Just Lost Hope
in this bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this bundle. There you go.
With Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Okay. Let me click on the other one.
One with Hope and one with Lost Hope.
This one is just Lost Hope Definitive Edition by itself.
But
what the hell, man?
And it's just Series X. Okay.
Yeah, this was just Series X. Oh my God. What the hell?
If they were to title it properly, it would now go.
So this is Lost Hope, and this is Lost Hope Definitive Edition, and this is the bundle Lost Hope Definitive Edition. Oh my!
And go to Lost Hope plain, and I bet you that's probably Xbox One.
You're right, Xbox One and Series X.
Oh,
yeah,
it's BC with X. That's why.
Yeah,
but again, it's the confusion is there. Why not just say, hey, this is what this is. If they did better information to the consumer of how this is going, that's why it's all spam. Because again, if I buy this and I buy that one, what if I just buy the Lost Hope Definitive Edition thinking that I'm good to go, and then now I find out that it's not the definitive edition. I needed a collection because I wanted to play it on the One X.
Yeah,
but at
absolutely.
the same time, if you think about it, you could still play via the cloud if you had access to that. So there's so many different avenues. Yeah.
Let's see what the chat thinks. Doggy Dog says, "Good, tired of seeing these bundles. So many of them. It's hard to find the real game." Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to P Diddy. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says all of them. Yeah. Them got a lot of Outback. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Shout out to P Diddy there. That's funny. Glinter says bundle spamming is a new version of the '90s big PC boxes. Just taking up space. Sorry, I gotta move this to read.
Yeah, that took up a lot of shelf space in the stores back in the day.
There we go. I'm just gonna put it there. Okay. Let's see. Right, these bundles have killed gamer score. Haven't played trash like these in years, right? Yeah. Let's see. A fastback is right. One purchase should pay on everything. Yeah. Yeah. And smart delivery, I agree. Yeah. Glitzer says Capcom does this a little with Street Fighter. Every game seem to have 3 or more versions. Oh, really? Let's look it up. Hold on. I'm curious now. Let's see. Let's go with Street.
Different characters. This bundle with this character and this outfit.
Yeah.
Not so much. There's only 2 Street Fighter 6s, as you can see. Yeah. Yeah, so not so much. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue if you did, and those 2 are demoed. One's a demo, one's an actual game.
Yeah.
By the way.
But it's clearly listed.
Yeah, look at go down. Far Cry has 3 versions.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 versions of Far Cry. 1, 2, 3 versions of Battlefield 2042. Yeah.
So I mean,
here's Street Fighter 1 and 2 Years Fighter Edition. So there's 3 versions of Street Fighter, but you kind of know what you're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, if you put it in the title a little bit better from the get go, it should help out.
Yeah.
All right. And shout out to you, Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. He says, "Good morning, everyone." And he's over there crying about the Broncos. What are you talking about? We won. Did your team lose to us? Did your team lose to us? Wicked Hot? Let me know.
Preseason don't count. Let's go.
Preseason don't count. How about them Cowboys already in mid-season form, baby?
All right, sir. We just got to play our second, third stringers. See who's going to stay. It's all good.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, that's it for the bundles. Anybody got anything else to say so we can move on here? No. All right. Let's move it along.
Yeah.
All right. Tyson Foods goes third party, baby. This is just a fun little thing. Tyson Foods names Microsoft Executive to Board of Directors. Tyson Foods, Inc. today announced the appointment of Sarah Bond as independent director on its board, effective immediately. Get ready for Chicken Pass. Get ready for them to go full third party. Get ready for that subscription to those hot wings or whatever the heck Tyson Foods sells.
You're going to get a chicken controller, pollo controller.
That's right. You remember back a few years ago, they did release that chicken grease controller or whatever it was. It was all to plant those seeds, baby, to get Sarah Bond into Tyson Foods. So, yeah, this is not out of the normal for executives to be working in one place and be acting as boards in other places. It's just fun for me on this one to say all these silly things like Tyson Foods is going third party, Tyson Food Pass is coming, all that good stuff that people for some reason have a problem with.
Okay.
So, yeah, Sarah Bond is going there, right? And it's because Microsoft's global 23 billion gaming business. You know, I mean, her portfolio is quite extensive, I'm sure. Yeah, and she used to be at T-Mobile before, and McKinsey and Company. So Sarah Bond is getting around there. So there
we're
you
gonna
go.
get bundles with chicken.
Mhm.
Xbox bundles with chicken.
That's right. You're going to get Game Pass is not going to be included with Tyson Foods. Hey, you know what? That could be the strategy. You buy this chicken wings or whatever,
Yeah,
and
discount.
you get months worth of Game Pass free.
Gamer score, game points.
Hey, you remember when you could order?
What's that, Jed?
You remember when you can order Pizza Hut via Xbox?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You can even tell your Connect to order it.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that because I did it.
In those days, we're going back.
Yeah.
That's right, baby.
Let me order some chicken on Xbox and get some chicken delivered and some achievement points for it too.
That's right.
Some Microsoft points to buy the chicken.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, you get Mountain Dew being the partners with Call of Duty and with Halo, but screw them. It's all about Tyson Foods now. Get ready for double XP Tyson Foods.
Yeah,
you get your chicken fingers, your Dino Nuggets are gonna come with Xbox points. Double XP.
I'm waiting for a Cheetos crossover.
Oh my gosh!
Get hungry when you play games, man.
I mean, if you're gonna get grease on your controllers, you might as well get Cheeto dust on it.
Yeah, Doggy Dog says it right here. Chicken of duty. I love it. So Sarah Bond, of course, she sits on the boards of several other places, right? She sits on the board of the University of Southern California School of Cinematic Arts, is vice chair of the board of the Entertainment Software Association, the ESA, which did E3. And Bond has a Bachelor of Arts in Economics from Yale University and Master of Business Administration from Harvard Business School. So she knows what she's doing, right? So, yeah. Tyson Foods, there you go. They're coming on here. Here's all her other board mates, right? But I just think this is funny. So get ready to see some Xbox on Tyson Foods, baby.
There's going to be a Tyson chicken game. Kind of like the Doritos game.
You know, now anytime you pick up like a chicken leg in Xbox games, they're going to have the Tyson logo on from here on out. Oh, my God. Chicken of duty, freaking doggy. Taking me out, man. You guys are awesome, chat.
We need a chicken leg with the Xbox logo on it.
That's right. Hey, you get points, you get free food. Yeah, that's right. That's a W right there. Everybody wins. And Big B Money wants Xbox to do that again. Yeah. Glinda says video games and chicken. Now we need someone to be on the board of a beer company, right?
Yeah, that
right.
too. Yeah.
Oh, hey, there you go.
You get 1,000 points with free chicken wings. Oh, there you go. There you go. Ray G4 does not like beer. He says it tastes like Listerine. Oh.
The beer you drink.
That's right.
It could be something else then.
And Big B Money is all for some free food. Absolutely. Yeah. So there you go. Anybody got any other puns to throw in with Tyson Foods and Sarah Bond and Xbox? I'm looking for puns.
We need a Mike Tyson promo.
Right.
No, not this Tyson. This Tyson.
You want some chicken and you want some Xbox points? Order here. Tyson chicken. Just like me, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't do his.
I'm the baddest man in the planet. Therefore, I play the baddest games on the planet on Xbox.
That's Muhammad Ali.
No, Mike Tyson was called the baddest man on the planet.
Muhammad Ali called himself the baddest man on the planet. Tyson never called that.
No. I thought he was.
Huh. Well, you know, and it's perfect too because Tyson was hungry during a match.
Mm-hmm.
He had a year. Think about it.
Yeah. Here we go. Xbox cutting the fat. There you go. At Walmart or at Kroger. Oh, yeah, there you go. Shout out to Cougar Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. You just missed out on the biggest pun said by Doggy at the right time. He almost made Dreadpool choke on his whatever he's drinking.
I guess you can go Master Chicken, Gears of Chicken.
How about this? Netflix comes out with Cow and Chicken remaster.
There you go. Doggy Dog was calling it Chicken of Duty because you get double XP now. Yeah. Let's see. Glinder's like Chicken Simulator game coming soon. Oh,
Yep, Tiny Giant would be playing that one.
Xbox, don't be chicken. Yeah, that's
the
right.
next Forza is going to be Horizon Chicken Fest.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, you get to be the Roadrunner?
Oh, Glinzer got a good one here. Hold on. Glinzer got a good one. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my little thing so I can post it. Sorry, so it updates every few seconds. So sometimes you guys type something and it doesn't show up. All right, here we go. Glinzer says the Master Chicken Collection. Hello, chicken wings. So Tyson Chicken is now an Xbox. That's right. Tyson Foods is now an Xbox.
You know, Doggy, I was going to say that, but I decided not to. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on there, Doggy. The Xbox food section on Game Pass. Yeah.
Hey, you know,
Grocery
Nintendo.
stores are about to have an Xbox section.
I was going to say, Nintendo already had the lead on that with the some of the Wii games.
Dan the man Cunningham says everything is an Xbox. That's right. That's right.
Play and eat chicken everywhere on Xbox.
Good stuff. Good stuff, chat. Love it. All right, that's enough fun. I thought this would just be a really fun topic to do here. All right, in case you guys didn't know, there is a buy one get one sim sale going on. And what I mean by sim sale, I mean simulator games, right? Going on Xbox right now. So the buy one get one sim sale, Xbox launches new buy one get one free sale for August 2025. And this one is basically a sim game. So you can see you got Ace Combat, Construction Simulator, Gardening, Arena Renovation, Barn Finders, Construction Simulators, Bus Simulators. So lots and lots of sims, right? It can be easy to get stuck. So buy one, get one sim sale is going on. Bandai Namco's award-winning Ace Combat 7 is on there. Top Gun Maverick Edition. Yeah, got that one myself. You have looks like Mud Runner. I don't know what this is. I don't recognize this one. Let's see what else I don't recognize. This might be like Yard Simulator. I don't know. And looks like Train Simulator. So yeah.
That looks like Jaywalking Simulator.
Jaywalking. Oh yeah, the crosswalk is here and they're over here. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. And the list of games is right here and their prices. So if you buy this one, by the way, don't buy this one here because it's been available for like $10 before. So kind of be careful with these sales, right? But you can see Barn Finders, Bartender Hustle. Some of these are better deals, right? Like you can get Construction Simulator 2 and 3 if you were looking for that. Lots and lots and lots. Oh my God, look at the game that's on sale on Xbox. Expeditions is on sale. I love this game, by the way. Great game. Let's see. Heliborn House Flipper. Monster Energy Supercross. MotoGP. My Cozy Room. Park Beyond. Okay, they have Police Shootout. Police Simulator Patrol Officers. They have all sorts of things, right? Weedcraft. What the hell? Okay.
Hey, it takes all types of gamers, I guess.
Yeah, and they have SnowRunner Years 1 and 2 available as well. So, you can get some of these great games. Buy one, get one free. Sim sale. So, yeah. Now, I can't access the sale here on the PC. This is a console exclusive only sale. So, if you feel that Xbox isn't giving you enough love on the console, you get your own sale. You get the BOGO sale because I couldn't find it on my PC app. I couldn't find it on the actual website. I had to get on the console to find it. So yeah, there you go. Let's see.
Did you notice it? Are they any? Are these Play Anywhere titles or just? Only
No,
Xbox?
I think these are just sales. They're from Bandai Namco. A lot of them.
Well, I'm just asking if the games were Play Anywhere. If
Maybe.
you knew. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I have no idea. I hope they are because I do love Playdemar, but maybe that's why they're not on PC.
That's probably why, but yeah.
Mhm. Shout out to Sappho. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, I fell down the 3D printer rabbit hole. I had no idea how big that community is. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
I'm trying to get into that community myself.
Oh,
I got
let me
some
tell you
ideas.
something. You
I
haven't.
have one that was given to me, but I just haven't got it set up. It's an older one. It's right here by me, and
Yeah, we almost bought a 3D printer in my work, but the 3D printer we needs to print out pieces that are as big as one section of this couch.
Mm.
So our 3D printer was going to be like the size of this room.
Yeah. We have a couple at work that, especially we need them for special tooling and stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of 3D printer,
No, I'm just
from-
trying to. I got some ideas.
Yeah.
That's what I want to like dive into. But amongst all the other things I dive into.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to you guys out there. So yeah, if you are interested in Sims, I'm just letting you know that there is a sale. Right? If you're into Monster Energy, I want you to know your games are on sale. I won't get one. All right. Let's move this show right along here. Oh, yes. Yes. We're going to start this part off with a little trailer here. So I'm not going to play the whole trailer because it has a copyrightable song.
Rated
It's
M for mature.
This is the Here Comes the Boom song. I'm only allowed to. There's a big old
Audio just went out.
Right.
Can't hear your audio just went out. You're talking like what.
Oh,
There you go. You're back. No,
Sorry.
maybe.
can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're clear.
Okay.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
not
I
gonna
just
play the whole trailer because it's copyrighted and I can only play like 5 seconds of it. But it was the Here Comes the Boom song, right? By is it POD? I think it is by POD. And so at the end of the trailer though, so it was a pretty good trailer. Showing some Helldivers coming to Xbox. So this is the Xbox trailer for Helldivers. But at the end, check this out.
You know what their full name is?
What, POD?
Yeah.
Paid Upon Death?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what their name is. Yeah. I'm a huge
I was just
POD
laughing because you're like questioning if it's POD or not, and it's like, I know. Let's see how far you go if you're gonna like question yourself again or not.
No, I know what POD stands for. I just think that song. All right, so let's look at the end of this right here. This is what has everybody talking. Are you ready? Oh, the smooth jazz tones. Which Halo game used a jazz soundtrack?
Hmm.
Which Halo game used jazz soundtrack there, Fastback?
Well, probably ODST.
You're right. Halo 3 ODST had a jazz soundtrack, or a saxophone jazz, not a jazz soundtrack, but a saxophone soundtrack. So if you're an Xbox fan and you're hearing that, you know, the Helldivers are called Helldivers too, or as well, I should say. And so the fact that we're getting a crossover, I think is awesome. Even more reason for me to buy it, baby. Even more reason. Now, I was already going to buy Helldivers 2 even without the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But without the ODST crossover. But now, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am in. I am 100% in.
I got a short with some Helldivers 2 doing some verbiage that's going to drop the day that this is going to drop.
With some verbiage?
Hmm.
They say some stuff.
Oh.
Say some stuff.
Hold on.
Really wanted them to say something else. but they weren't sure about that, and they didn't believe me. So
Hold on, sorry. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm looking for something.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if I could have got with these cosplayers and found a ODST cosplayer, at least a Halo cosplayer, that I would have like put them all together and
Yeah.
kind of made a skit out of it. But like I said, they with what I wanted them to say, they weren't like they were confused as to why I wanted them to say it. So I said, you know what, just go ahead and do your Helldivers 2 quotes, and they're like going back and forth. One guy didn't even know any of the quotes, and the other guy was like, "Oh, just say this." So he's like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, that's what I got. Sometimes people do characters and don't even know their characters.
I wonder what other crossover could we see?
With Helldivers 2?
Yeah.
Ooh,
What about the Dune?
Oh, that'd be great.
Doom would work.
Go
I
to
was thinking Gears, but I'm not sure Gears.
I was thinking that too, but I was like, yeah,
on
kind of.
Mars.
I'm sorry, say that again, Axel.
You could hell dive onto Mars. That's where Doom is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
All right, so here we go. Check it out. I found the closest I can find quickly. Here we go. You hear that little that little saxophone?
Mm-hmm.
That's on ODST. Yeah. So you got that ODST coming in. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% ODST. I don't care what anybody says, man. ODSTs are coming to for democracy, for Super Earth. I think it's what it's called, right? I think that's what they call it, Super Earth or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we're there, we're in. So I think this is super cool that we're getting Helldivers 2 with ODST crossover. Join the fight, and I am 100% joining.
So Halo is going to PlayStation.
Oh, dude, the whole slate's going. Like, if you think the whole slate's not going, you're wrong. Am I happy about the whole slate going? No, I'm not. But it is.
It's a catch-22. You know what I mean? It's like you're happy that it's going, you're not happy that it's going because you wanna. This is our thing, but at the same time, so it's like, what are you gonna do? It's their product, not our product.
Yeah.
It's still exclusive in a way, but exclusive to Xbox. They are the publisher. They are the ones who created the game, even though it's everywhere. But it's just different, Just got to look at it that way, like
Everybody's happy with Game Pass being the console exclusive. So
you gotta remember this game. This game was a PlayStation game, and now that it's going to Xbox, it's a second-party game.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it first party or is it second party? Make up your mind. Well,
I remember seeing a podcast where they're like, "Oh, can we all agree that Helldivers is a first-party game?" Yeah, and like 6 people agreed, and now all those 6 people are like, "It's a second-party game."
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at because it's all these flip-floppers. At least we're holding consistent that we just like games. It is what it is. Even though Axel is still on the, I don't want to share my games, but
no,
I don't blame him.
I had a little brother. I had to share everything. I don't want to share this.
I remember back in the day, people were crying when Xbox did the on PC day one. Yeah, people had meltdown too back then.
It's gonna ruin gaming. No, there's more gamers. Oh, look, we got Play Anywhere. I can buy the game and I can play it anywhere I want. I still have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the other thing.
By the way, this is Gamer Max channel's gameplay, so just giving credit where credit's due. Sorry, keep going, Jed.
I was going to say, I'm looking in the chat. Killzone, that was another thing someone had mentioned at one point in time as a crossover once they brought Halo up.
I wouldn't mind a Killzone remaster or whatever and bring it over to Xbox.
I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. I understand it wasn't as great, but
but
it was good.
it would be newer to Xbox gamers who didn't play it on, because if they didn't play it at the time, play it on PlayStation. So
Yeah,
it's
so
good, and vice versa, right? We're getting that both,
right.
Both ways. So
Cliffy B even found out Xbox is a bro shooter bro place,
That's right.
not PlayStation. So yeah, who knows? We'll see when this actually launches. We'll see how many Xbox players actually
yeah,
buy it that
yeah,
hadn't already bought it on PC or on PC or um, PlayStation. So again, another form of analytics to figure out, oh, is this the thing? So if they're going to copy Xbox, they found something and that's what it is. We'll find out. Again, top 5. There's been a lot of Xbox games over there.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Yeah. By the way, chat, there's a poll in the chat. Let me know if you think the Helldivers 2 plus ODST crossover will be, if you think it will be exclusive to Xbox. Aspect, do you think it'll be exclusive?
Yeah, I can see that. Like, hey, play on Xbox. Look, here's ODST. On Xbox.
I think we'll get it for free, but do you think it'll be exclusive?
I don't know. It just depends on what the crossover entails, right?
Right.
I mean, if we're going to start seeing Halo and franchise on PlayStation, then I can see it over there too.
Mm-hmm.
As a DLC also.
Yeah, we'll see. But on Fortnite, the Halo crossover is everywhere.
Yeah.
So we'll see. What about you, Dread? Do you think the ODST plus, the Helldivers 2 plus ODST crossover will be exclusive to Xbox?
That's I'm still on the not sure what side of the coin on this I'm on because depending on the pettiness of PlayStation, they would probably not want to have anything Halo related on their console. So it could be that they would like a reverse money hat.
Yeah.
Keep those things off of our console because we're publishing it. But at the same time, I could see them going, no, we're not going to let Xbox have the exclusive here to only, if you want to have ODST only on Xbox. So I think it's like almost like a double petty of I'm just going to cut off my nose to spite my face type deal that they're going to go ahead and keep it everywhere versus exclusive to Xbox, on the Sony side of it. Xbox, if you look at Xbox, with their current status quo, they would want everybody to have access to it. You know what I'm saying? For me, just leave it on Xbox. I don't care.
Yeah.
If it goes to PlayStation, that's kind of cool because it would be kind of funny watching PlayStation dudes, as an Xbox character.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think it's going to be exclusive. I think it'd be cool, but I think it would make too much weird for the net code. But you never know PlayStation because they'll be like, oh yeah, well, the God of War skin is going to be exclusive or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just never know going on with all this stuff.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
I don't have a
problem on
with
PlayStation, you get this. On Xbox, you get this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
either way, PlayStation is going to make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't see why they would be bothered by it.
Like I said, it depends on the pettiness that they are.
Yeah, it just totally depends. How's my connection?
Good.
Okay, you know what? Let me get away from this. So, all right. So, let me catch up with the chat because the chat is on fire. Stanley Francois is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, yes, let's freaking go. I can't wait to play Helldivers. Right? I was hyped for this game and sad it was only on PlayStation. Let's see. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP.
Your audio just cut out again.
Yeah, you
It's going in and out.
Get your hand over your mouth.
Wah, 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 wah.
Mm-mm.
All right, you sound fine again.
Is this more clear?
Nope, you cut out again.
More clear or less?
Oh, worse.
Does that help?
No.
Nope.
So in the meantime, while he's trying to figure out his audio settings, yes, Helldivers 2 full game. Anybody want to buy it yet? And who's buying it?
I will.
Uh,
I was
I'm
excited
thinking-
when it first came out back then. I wasn't going to go
Yeah.
buy a PlayStation or buy it on PC at the time. So,
Yeah, Death Dealer and I were both excited when we first saw the trailer. But again, it was a disappointment because it was just like, do I really want to play this on the PlayStation? And but yeah, I'm even more excited that it's coming to Xbox. So, and it was $40.
yep.
Yeah, $40, no break. Yeah, no worries. When it comes to that, it's easy to pay for something like that, especially in today's economy.
Another game I could see a crossover is Starfield.
Oh, that would be kinda
you
cool.
head to a certain planet and
You get the bugs.
yeah. They introduced the Helldiver team. You're kind of helping them
Okay,
out.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right, you're
Everything
back.
on my end shows that it should be working just fine.
You're back.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. Doggy Dog is definitely ready to play some Helldivers. Let's see. Let me make sure this settings isn't too high. That could be it. Let's drop this down to 1080, just for internet's sake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to drop that down a little bit.
Let's see.
Well, what are you streaming at?
I stream at 720.
So then there's no point in broadcasting it more than 720.
Yeah, because I'm not paying for the 1080 stream. So, let's see. Crash in Astrobot. There you go. Cash it in. Doggies thinks it's cool to see the collab. Jago Kukin says, just give me an ODST skin pack and Helldivers and I'll purchase it, right? Right. Is Halo going to PlayStation? Yes. Just be real honest, man. It's going to PlayStation.
Yeah.
There's no way that, Xbox whole slate is moving over.
I could see the multiplayer version of Halo going to PlayStation. I can see the Master Chief Collection going over, and I could see them holding off on the newest Halo for a limited time.
We'll see what happens because Halo 5 never even came to PC.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. And it's still not on PC. Just saying. Let's see. Glitzer says we'll always get exclusives. Rain G4 says, do we get Killzone? Who wants Killzone? Have you played Killzone?
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
So,
have you played it?
I haven't played it. That's why if
I
we
haven't
get Killzone, I'd be excited for it. Pricing is a different story.
Is there a reason why? I mean, is it not that good?
I don't think it is. They had
It wasn't
Killzone
that
and Homefront
great.
and all these other exclusives for a while. Killzone was supposed to have like this giant, like 100 multiplayer thing, which was great back in the PS3 day, but
It was supposed to be Halo Killer.
even with
Halo
100 players or something like that, it was just I don't think it was that great. But a lot of people swear by it. I'm not one of them. Let's see. Big Wee Buddy says, right, release PlayStation's games coming to Xbox too. They should, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. El Nini says, whole slate, absolutely. I think the whole slate of PlayStation should come. I think and I know the whole slate of Xbox is going. This truth. Facts. Let's see. Here we go. Jago backs me up. I played Killzone and can confidently say we didn't miss much as Xbox gamers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Doggy has something nice to say. Nice to see Sony did this for the Xbox release. Sony really embraces Xbox. Yeah. Because we made all their money, 60% of their cash last month.
They just had to fire all the Old Guard people.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Let's see. RWK88 is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You're the living pieces. Have they announced the State of Decay 3 and Fable cancellation yet? Not yet. But I doubt they will. Let's see. Skin packs are now the new exclusive. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you could be right.
Yeah.
You could be right.
Hey, I talked about that a while back. Um, I forgot what game we were talking
Yeah.
about, but there was a game that they were doing a crossover, and I was like, God, it was like years ago. I was like, it'd be kind of cool, 'cause exclusive skins for
Mm-hmm.
this multiplayer game, exclusive skins for Xbox players, and
Mm-hmm.
exclusive skins for the PlayStation players, and maybe if Nintendo ever, upped their console, that they could actually join in too. But I think that'd be kind of cool because
Yeah.
you could only do like a certain thing, and then just cross progression it. You can only play this skin if you're playing on PlayStation. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then you would see how many people are on the battlefield,
Oh,
and kind of like, oh, you know, I'm the only Xbox guy amongst all these PlayStation guys, or vice versa.
Remember,
On your team.
remember back then when you had certain skins or DLC, either you bought it from Best Buy, GameStop,
Yeah.
Walmart. Like,
yeah.
like if you bought like
I
Forza
have Sea of
or
Thieves
whatever,
skins that I
if you
read.
got certain cars,
to
depending on
Was
where
the
you
Ridge
pre-ordered it
Racer
from.
6? Or no, not 6. It was one of the Ridge Racers. You could go to different stores, plug in your USB, and get the card from those stores, and you get that specific skin from
Yeah.
those stores. So I
Yeah.
was thinking kind of similar to that.
Shout out to Glinzer. These technical difficulties aren't supposed to happen until the second hour, not the first. Shout out to you. All right, but we had a poll. Fastback, care to read the poll and the results?
All right. The poll was: will the Helldivers 2 plus ODST crossover be exclusive to Xbox? No, Halo is for everyone. It's 61%. Yes, Halo is Xbox only. 38%.
So there you go. Could be people are still going both ways. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's
Had
see.
this happened 2 years ago, I almost guarantee you'd have like, I don't know, 89% saying no Halo, or I'm sorry, yes, Halo is for Xbox only. I
Yeah,
could almost guarantee you that like 2 years ago it would have been the opposite. Maybe even 100% would have said that.
absolutely. Shout out to back from the dead. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's coming up. So there you go. Helldivers 2 plus ODST coming your way. I think that's awesome. All right, so let's move on to our next juicy topic. Let's talk about some Battlefield 6. So according to Mike Ibarra, Battlefield will boot stomp Call of Duty this year. But the real win here is Call of Duty won't be lazy anymore, and we'll get better FPS games for it. Oh man, the Call of Duty is getting the hate now that it's owned by Xbox, I guess. So
That's, I don't know about
Battlefield
this.
6 is gonna boot stomp Xbox. Let's go to someone who's played some Battlefield 6. Fastback, have you played some Battlefield 6?
Nope.
All right, you're out. Dreadful, have you played some Battlefield 6?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
tell us, is it gonna boot stomp?
All right. This is the only time I'm going to agree with Mike Ibarra since he's left the Xbox. Again.
You left.
Yeah.
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 Left. Or I should be pushing this way. He left Xbox.
There you go.
This is, and this is what we want. We want Battlefield to actually be good again. I know the last Battlefield, they fixed all their issues. I still haven't played it since everybody's been going back to it and playing it before BF6B came out. But yeah, this is what we need. We need competition. We need competition between consoles. We need competition between games. We don't need COD to be in competition with Fortnite, because it's cool to have Beavis and Butthead. I really don't care about Nicki Minaj running around the field. What does she know in combat? You know what I mean? That's not, But anyway, again, what does Beavis and Butthead know anything about combat? They don't. They'd be the first two to die. You know what I mean?
Like,
Put
I've seen the top of my mountain.
on the
Come
Great
on now.
Cornholio.
That wasn't teepee for your bunghole. Oh,
That was something else for your bundle.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool that they're trying to do something different and they're trying to stay relevant, but they have their own ways to do it. They don't need to like bring in celebrities or this or that. Each game needs to do their own thing, and I understand they need to do something because Fortnite is just taking off with all these different skins. I get that, but they've again, it's their own thing. Battlefield is finally stepping up, and from the beta, hopefully they learn and they don't brick it once the release comes out and be like, "What did you do?" They've done that with many games. You know, a lot of games in the beta has been like near perfection by the end of the beta, and then the game releases, and you're like, "What did they not even look at the game that they were playing out there in the beta? Because this isn't what we played." So hopefully that's not the situation. But yeah, I guess I didn't play the first week of beta, and everybody was saying that the guns were loose, everything was floaty. I played the second round of beta, and I liked it. I had a good time. Yeah, I died a lot. Who cares? Not a big deal. It's gonna happen. But I'm playing with literally stock everything. I had not,
Mhm.
even though I had leveled up and progressed, and I was able to get things. I have not updated any of the weapons or any of that stuff. I'm just like bare bones stock, still playing, and we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, it was a good game. It was tight. Um, the action was fun, and that's what Call of Duty needs. They need a kick in the butt, and be put back down to be humble again and fight for our money. Not the Nicki Minaj or whatever other
Oh,
celebrity
here's
money.
the ballerina from the world of John Wick skin.
That kind of at
So,
least that makes more sense. It makes more sense than Nicki Minaj.
but I would say
But does it
this.
make more sense than this Bluntman and Chronic?
But they're
That,
icons.
that
You know,
appeals,
you
yeah,
can't.
icons for the X gen,
I mean, come on, look at that. Kevin Smith, come on now.
I know, but
Is he used?
I,
I mean,
I mean, what? Okay, has Battlefield ever beaten Call of Duty at all? I
No,
mean, Bad Company 2 was great. I loved it
but it still
because
didn't beat Call of Duty.
but it didn't. And I played Call of Duty back in the day when it came out. I was all into it, but then when Battlefield came out, I was like, "Hey, this is cool. I can damage buildings. Hey, you work in groups of four. Everybody has their different skills and so on, blah blah blah." And it was a little bit different. Uh, but now that these games they're appealing to the younger generation, right? Like this is what Fortnite does, and it's not all about mechanics or just or look or maybe the story or whatever. It's now bringing in all these skins and stuff like that, and that's what these younger generations want. It's not they're not appealing to us now. Maybe Beavis and Butthead and Bluntman
Bluntman
and
and Chronic.
Chronic or
yeah,
to us X Gen, right? To try to get us back into the fold of these games.
they're
But
trying to indoctrinate us
until
into it.
Battlefield can out do Call of Duty in sales, and then get them to like, oh, okay, let's kind of rein in a little bit. Let's push, do less of these skins and make it a little bit more serious. And I don't see them doing it. I mean, I'm all for competition. I want Battlefield 6 to do great, and then I want to see this. Okay, now why are people moving over to Battlefield 6 and not playing Call of Duty less? And yeah, that would get Activision's attention, and we'll see. But until then, I'll believe it when I see it because they have never
Yeah.
beaten Call of Duty.
So
Well,
we'll
I
see
don't
what
know.
happens.
We had a good time playing in
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people at work have really enjoyed Battlefield 6 beta.
I don't want Battlefield 6 to fail, first off. That's
No, I don't either.
not something I want, right? I think it's great, but I think let's get back to reality. I think when I hear people talk to me about Battlefield 6, first thing I ask them is, did they play the objectives or did they just kill each other? Because that's what Call of Duty does. It's a Twitch shooter. People just care about kill streaks and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Skins.
They don't go after objectives. And Battlefield is an objective shooter.
Well, when we streamed it, I played with Pink Piggles, Sir X-Man.
When you get a team, that's great. But I'm talking like when you play with randos, are they going after the objectives?
Yeah, well, again, they all and back. I played with them too, but we were playing our objectives, but apparently there's just so much chaos, and that's what a battlefield is. It's a lot of chaos. Mm-hmm. I'm just happy that it wasn't the sniper board where you're just getting sniped left and right like some of the old Battlefield games. If you weren't a sniper, you weren't getting anything.
Yeah.
They're two different games. They're two different styles.
They are, yeah.
But at least you have bigger maps. It's either way.
This is my computer, by the way. Let me fast forward.
No, that was me. Okay. The glitching like that with the first half was apparently I updated OBS.
Let's skip it. Okay.
I updated OBS, and OBS had switched it from my graphics card to my CPU. So my CPU was like
bottlenecking.
I couldn't figure out what was I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it turned out to be a lot better.
Yeah. No.
We had a good time.
Battlefield is a different type of game. It's a different type of chaos. I personally like Battlefield more than Call of Duty, period, except for zombies. I do like zombies a lot on Call of Duty. But when it comes to PvP or PvE, I think Battlefield, for my style of playing, is better, even if it is all snipers. Because I just have fun with it. I don't know. I enjoy the vehicular combat and the destruction. And I think that's what Battlefield was starting to miss, was the destruction, and that's where it came back.
I'm trying to learn how to heal the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do I care about skins, Mickey Minaj, Ninja Turtles, all that stuff? Being honest with you, I don't. If I see my reticle turn red or, a red outline on whatever it is, I'm not looking at what skin you have. I'm shooting you. Like,
that was
it
the
really
one thing
doesn't affect me. And personally, if you're wearing a skin that has a lot of glowy whatever, and you stand out on the battlefield because you got a cartoon character or whatever, good. I can see you better. Guess what? that helps me. Like, old people get so upset over these skins. It's really interesting because there's no need. The skins, does it really matter? Like, it really removes me from the it really ruins the atmosphere, immersion. And I'm like, so does, and I'm just going to point this out, me running with no armor and a knife and running up to people and just stabbing them as I see them. That doesn't happen in real life. But it happens on all these games.
And the knife here doesn't work.
Huh?
Knifing here does not work.
Yeah. Repairing tanks on the battlefield. Oh my God, that's so immersive breaking. You can't repair tanks on the battlefield. But here you are.
I wasn't repairing it. I was trying to figure out how to repair it.
Well, or like the airplanes, how people jump out of the airplane, they use their rocket launcher on another airplane, and then they parachute back into theirs and take off. That doesn't happen in real life. I'm just saying, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's a game. There's nothing immersive about it. It's choosing combat, modern combat, or future combat, or previous combat as its backdrop. And
they're actually going to do that for
that's all they
Top
should
Gun
be.
3. Top Gun 3. They what's his face? Tom Cruise said he wants to do that in real life.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. There it goes. Yeah. What is more immersive breaking for me is the cheating. I have to agree with Safo. The cheating is so bad. Don't even bother trying. Yeah, the cheating is the worst. That breaks the fun of a game more than anything, and it's the main reason why I stopped playing PvP. Because what's the point? people aren't looking to get good; they're just looking to cheat to get their stream views up. So yeah.
Some of them don't even have stream views. They're just doing it to feel like they're superior for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. But
Why?
do we
Don't
think?
bother.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I haven't even asked the chat. Call of Duty will beat Battlefield every time. But back to this, right? Sorry, we got sidetracked with lots of Battlefield and Call of Duty thing. Let's see. Will Battlefield boot stomp Call of Duty this year?
It's funny when you see people like Mikey Bauer who, for whatever happened,
Yeah.
Between him and Xbox, and then come out and say disgruntled employee comments. It's like, okay, yeah, I take you seriously.
Now, I'm not
That
taking
dude's always
anything
been
away.
That dude's always been a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen
Nick
some of
used to
his
be-
streams back in the day, and it's like, this dude's so dry. It's like, whatever.
Dude. But he would get 1 billion viewers.
Yeah.
So Battlefield
This-
6 did go past 500,000 concurrent players on a beta. Right?
Because everybody's getting tired of the same old, same old.
Mm-hmm. And Mike Barros has said that Call of Duty has gone down for years since 2016's Infinite Warfare. It's a mess. He added, people are sick of it. Cheating, heavy UI install. Yeah, that is true. Rainbow colors. I don't care about that. Luckily, Battlefield will force them to change. I doubt it.
But yet, Fortnite is number one, right? As far as
Everybody's concerned, Fortnite. And to be honest with you, the complaints of a couple of loud older guys, I don't think it's going to be like, well, I hear you, old man, but I hear this pile of cash over here a lot more.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And when challenged about his comments, Ibarra clarified, what I meant by boot stomp is Battlefield 6 will review better and drive urgency from the Call of Duty team like never before. Player counts you can't use because Call of Duty is free on Game Pass, which makes it interesting to see if it will sell close to Call of Duty. Maybe so. But I'm not wrong. More competition will make Call of Duty better, and I'm all for Battlefield doing that. It shouldn't take that Call of Duty is lazy 130 gigabyte plus install slow UI, incredible cheating, and on and on. They need to fix it. The only way they will is through competition. We'll see. The one area EA and Battlefield Labs have Call of Duty beat, in my opinion, at least, is in the cosmetics department. Call of Duty has lost the plot when it comes to crossover skins, and the Battlefield 6 team has promised that future cosmetics for the FPS will remain grounded, whatever that means. So a lot of people over here being pissed off over skins for some reason, which I don't really care about. Play whoever you want.
Yeah.
I don't care. These everybody's like, oh, it's supposed to be dark and gritty. It's a war simulator. That's not in war. There's a lot of stuff going on in Call of Duty and in Battlefield that's not in war. Trust me. Okay. I haven't been in the military for over a decade at this point, but still, trust me. There's a lot in there that doesn't happen. So, even if it's more grounded, trust me. Okay. So yeah, all this stuff is happening. So Mike Ibarra is basically, he wants competition, and I want competition. But let's go back a little bit. Shall we fast back in Dread?
Mm-hmm.
The last big Battlefield was Battlefield 1. And that's when Battlefield was just doing its own thing. They weren't trying to be like Call of Duty or do anything. They were just being Battlefield. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 3 before that, right? And then Battlefield 5 happened. And all the other offshoots of Battlefield happened. And I remember everybody was tired of Call of Duty, and they're like, "Oh, Battlefield 5 is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great." How did it do?
Yeah, we've heard it before.
No one played it. That's my point. They've been saying that Battlefield is gonna outdo Call of Duty for over a decade at this point. People have, because I understand they do have frustrations with Call of Duty, and Call of Duty hasn't addressed them. I get that. right? And if Battlefield addresses them and Call of Duty doesn't, that's where you'll lose players. But will you beat them all the way through? We will see. I kind of hope. For the sake of competition, I hope they at least give them a wake up call. But I don't think the skins is where the wake up call needs to happen. I think it needs to happen on the skins. I think it needs to happen on. Sorry, not the skins. Sorry, my apologies. I think it needs to happen on the cheating. Most of all, it needs to happen on the install size. Good God. And the UI. The menus UI on Call of Duty are trash.
I think the quality, the stability of the multiplayer. So, you know, a lot of times these games come out at launch and people struggle, right? They can't stay online. It's this and that. And, you know, you got a lot of glitches. If this game can come out with quality and people can it's stable to where people can enjoy it without being booted out on a regular basis at launch, then I think it'll help out a lot for them to gather more people over.
I think part of the issue is also a lot of the people that get in first are such a high level that those that get in later on have a hard time even competing. To even stay there, to like be I don't know, achievable of any kind of winning or enjoyment, because again, you level up so fast when you're first, and then you're in the you join in later on. It's hard to level up because everybody's just kicking your ass. What are you supposed to do? So it's kind of one of those things too. So it doesn't matter if it's Battlefield, Call of Duty. It's a hard scenario where, if you're in Fortnite, it's just skins you don't have. You don't have access to those skins, those cool skins that everybody was quick to hurry up and pay for and spend thousands of dollars just to have all the skins before they leave forever. So that's it's kind of one of the things that happens with some of these games, that people get a bad taste because they didn't join in right away.
On Fortnite, do you pay for the seasons? I don't play for them.
I don't pay for them. I try to get a couple Deadpool. Yeah, I try to get a couple Deadpool skins, and it was if you did this, and this, you get access to the Deadpool skin. Well, guess what? I did everything, and then I still didn't have access to it, so I gave up in it. I'm not spending money to buy the Deadpool skins. I'm not spending the money if I can't get it by earning it. And some of the stuff that you had to do, it was a lot. Like you had to play every day and rank up and do this, these objectives, and it's like, what's the point? I'm not 12 where I have infinite time to sit here and play and then ask mom to make me food and this and that. My wife is not like that. You know what I mean? She'll cook dinner and stuff, but life is life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to get my 12-year-old off the couch so we can go to the auditions and rehearsals last night. And she's like, no, I'll just stay home. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
You're doing it with us. You wanted to do this. You're doing this with us.
Yeah, I have to be like that with my daughter. My daughter's addicted to Roblox games.
Same.
And I tell her, look, nope. She does good at school. She plays volleyball, but on the weekend, I'm like, okay, you have to take a break. You need to, let's go outside. Let's go practice volleyball for 15 minutes, whatever. Take a break. So
yeah. She does the same thing. She gets on her phone and they get into like a multi-chat and everything, and she just jumps on Roblox and just keeps on playing. And it's like, okay, break time. He went to Sir Henry's for summer camp.
Yeah.
She loved it. She enjoyed it. And, she's like, I want to do this again. And I'm like, all right, well, they have auditions and rehearsals coming up. So we went to audition, but we got rained out. But at least we're all there, and they were going through stuff, and we got rehearsals coming up. And she's like, "I don't want to do this." I'm like, "You left camp saying you wanted to do this, but yet you want to sit here at home, play and play nothing." Here we are, grown adults enjoying games, but we still have lives. We do stuff. We don't play on Twitter. We play games. actual games, not Twitter games.
So let me.
One thing real quick I want to say, they said the numbers for the beta was quite a bit, right?
Yeah, over half a mil.
We'll see, and how many? We'll see how many of that translated into sales, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see how many. A free beta versus sales are two different things.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see.
If they get 10%, I'll be impressed.
Yeah. Yeah. Doggy Dog says EA will dump this game in a year and a half when it doesn't come close to 1 billion players as they expect. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do have lofty goals for Battlefield. Let's see. Glitzer says, why would anyone play as Nicki Minaj? She has too big of a target. Oh, dang. Let's see.
If you can't hit that,
if you can't hit that, yeah. LDD says Kevin Smith is the most overrated actor. I love Kevin Smith, man. Kevin Smith. He might be an overrated actor, but his stuff is so funny for my generation. He was so funny.
He's a good director.
Yeah, he's a good director. Yeah, he's made some classics. Let's see. Back from the Dead says Battlefield doesn't need to cater to the 12-year-old. The cheesiest skins I want to see in Battlefield are Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump.
Yep. Right, that'd be great.
In their Vietnam outfits, yeah.
He said that during this stream, and then I came back with, that we need to have some bonus content of Bubba. Get some Bubba skins out there.
Oh, some Bubba. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see like Full Metal Jackets characters.
Yeah. Well,
some other, great.
Something that would actually fit in.
Give me Rambo.
Yeah. Something that would fit in. I think that would be good. Which is why his comment, is perfect for that. Even when we were streaming and he said it then, it was like, it's not really cheesy. It fits.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Lieutenant Dan with the prosthetics running through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shoot off the prosthetics, and he's running on his nub.
Are you ever gonna pull the trigger? Good God! No wonder you died.
Dude,
right here. I was like, you aimed at him, but you didn't pull the trigger. What the heck?
Well, a lot of times I thought they were my guys. That's why. A lot of times I'm thinking, is that my guy or not? And there's no, thing above them, no color to let me know that this is my guy. Watch. I'm going here thinking those are my guys.
Over them.
He didn't have anything over his head until after I went to go shoot, and then I was dead. I was already ganged up on. Who am I shooting at?
Just throw a grenade. Pray and spray.
Throw grenades. Say sorry late after.
Yeah, but you saw three guys, and then all of a sudden pops up with, it's red.
Yeah, so I agree with you. Randoms in Call of Duty I hardly ever play objectives because they always worry about kill count and drives me nuts, so I'll pass on Battlefield. I'm probably not going to pass on Battlefield. I love Battlefield. I did pass on 2042. But I may not pass on 6 just because I love Battlefield. Let's see. B Nice says, good morning. Shout out to B Nice. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Sappho says, love the skins. Yeah, right. Love them. Let's see. Yes, knifing sucks and having cheaters always sucks. Yeah. And so I'm just trying to skip a lot because you guys, the chat, you guys are on fire right now. You guys are crazy. Love all of you.
You notice how I was shooting? I ran out of bullets, and then I switched to the gun, and I just like unloaded everything, and I still ended up dying. Yeah, we still have that. They still had shotguns from across the map shooting you with a shotgun.
Ooh, look at that scope you got. I voted yes for Boot Stomp for quality, but not for sales. Nope. Yeah, that's all they really got to do is beat them in quality. Sales will come. Jago Kukin says, if they want dark and gritty action, they actually need to join the military race. Otherwise, be quiet over skins. You're playing a fake video game war experience. Agreed. Shout out to Corny Puddle. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, Battlefield 5 is the only one I didn't like. I hated the moment. The moment? I'm sorry, I don't understand what that means. I apologize, I don't understand what that means. Yeah. And by the way, guys, again, be sure to hit that subscriber goal. I am trying to get to 500. I think I'm up to 491 right now. This doesn't update live. I have to make these whenever they change. But yeah, we're trying to get 500. Be sure to hit that thumbs up as it helps me get discovered. And also, please share this out with your brothers, uncles, cousins, college roommate, so that we can get to 500. Appreciate each and every one of you who are
subscribed. Good thing. Good job.
Yes. All of my subscribers are the real MVP, of course. Let's see. Battlefield multiplayer and Call of Duty multiplayer will both boot stomp The Last of Us multiplayer. No lies detected, Glinzer. No lies detected. Yeah.
So far, doing better than Concord.
Yeah. Let's see. And I'm just trying to get to catch up. Let's see. Shout out to Sir X Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He said they made Battlefield 6 for Battlefield players, not for Call of Duty players, as they should.
Yeah.
As they should. Yeah. Oh, he said I meant movement. Sorry. Okay. Yes. There you go. So he said, let's see. Let me find your super chat again there. Corny Puddle. Where are you? Where's your super? Where, not super chat, but just your chat. I hated the movement. Okay. Battlefield 5 is the only one I didn't like. I hated the movement. Okay. Movement. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Anybody got anything else to say about Call of Duty versus Battlefield? Of course, Dread, being the only one that has played both of them, which one you prefer? Put Dread on the spot here. Where you going, Dread? Where's your money at? Time to put your money where your beard is.
Well, let's put it this way. Where are my friends playing? That's where I'm going. It's I actually enjoyed playing this versus Call of Duty when I first got on the Call of Duty. So I don't know. I really don't know. I got to flip a coin, right? So it's like.
We'll see. So I got to tell you right now, Call of Duty Zombies is my go-to experience as it's PvE, right? No PvP crap. But when it comes to PvP, I will probably prefer Battlefield.
Yeah,
just because of the way I like to play. I do love objectives, and I need to be carried. So yeah, 100%. That's how I'm going.
I'm thinking Battlefield only because I'm trying to compare it from the first time I played COD, the latest COD, compared to what I'm playing here. And I actually had a better time here than I did with the first time with COD. And I played with some of the members of Game and Beyond the Box when I first played COD. And I was just like, I could not stay alive long enough. Here, I'm actually staying alive longer, even though, I'm not shooting fast enough.
Yeah, there you go. And shout out to Carla Lasada Donato. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Or Carlo Lasada Donato. Sorry. It says, good morning, Fastback. Good morning, Carlo. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP.
Carlo.
And Doggy Dog says he was wrong. We're not getting the whole slate from PlayStation because we're not going to get Concord.
That's okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So I don't know, like my go-to, if you want to play with, I don't know, I like them both. But I got to tell you, for PvP, I prefer Battlefield just because the objectives based and big team battles. I do love the big team battles. Like even in Halo, I love big team battle the most.
Were you there when we played the big team battle with Mike Mullis? And we just, we're all together in a super chat or in a party chat. The whole team was all of us. And we just said, all right, we're going to go to objective A. We smoked everybody because literally everybody that was on the team was all of us.
Yeah, when you get together like that, it's crazy.
Oh my God, we smoked everybody. It was like back to back to back to back to back.
No,
just kept on smoking people.
Like I wouldn't mind playing with people, but like the thing is, a lot of these community game times, I'm busy doing other stuff. Just flat out, I have a busy life, And by the time I get on, it's like 10 p.m. and everybody's asleep at that point or playing their own single player games. So yeah. Fastback, which one are you going to gravitate to?
Battlefield. I haven't really been Call of Duty in a long time. Battlefield's more my style.
There you go. So we had a poll in the chat, Fastback. Can you read it and read the results?
Will Battlefield boot stomp Call of Duty this year? No, Call of Duty is king, 58%. Yes, Battlefield is better, 41%.
Oh, there you go. So split. Split. Yeah. Even if this percentage of players is true, even if Call of Duty wins by 58%, that's still enough to give them pause because they're used to dominating.
Yeah.
So that's going to be more than enough to give them pause. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, moving forward with the topics here. So Forza Motorsport, they haven't said anything for a while. They haven't said anything for a while because since the layoffs, they hadn't tweeted, they hadn't done anything, right? So they finally did tweet out this week on the 13th, I believe. And they said, "Dear Forza community, we know many of you have questions about what's next for the Forza franchise, and we appreciate the support of our incredible community. We wanted to assure players that Turn 10 and Playground Games will continue to support Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon 5. To start, here's more information about what's coming next to Forza Motorsport." Now, they're talking about support. The rumor is that the Forza Motorsport franchise has been canceled. Even though, Forza Motorsport launched, last year? So maybe they're still on support duty and not really next motorsport duty? I don't know. That's just me. If I ran a studio, I'd be focused on what we have for now. Let's not focus about the future yet. But that's if I ran a studio. But a lot of people are saying that Forza Motorsport as a series is canceled, which I would be sad. But Xbox.com did have I clicked this link, right here. And this is where it led to these things. And I mean, look at how many events are going on in Forza. I'm just going to scroll as scrolling goes. I mean, all these events are going on. That's an insane amount of support, don't you think, there, Fastback?
Yep. So some of
my endless scrolling, my doom scrolling over here, Forza Motorsport events. That's a lot of events. So it looks like Forza Motorsport is still going strong to me.
Yeah, I'm sure they still have people there, a team to continue working on these.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is I haven't played as much Motorsport as I have Forza Horizon for whatever reason. And I've always loved Motorsport. So it's like Horizon was like, okay, I'll do this. It's a little something different. And as time progressed, Motorsport wasn't as easy to get into as Horizon is. Just jump in and play, and with friends and stuff. So it's amazing that my transition this way, but they're still supporting the game regardless of people like me transitioning away from one style to the other.
By the way, if you want some real drifting, like track drifting, Motorsport, it's there. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the drifting in Horizon is fun and all, which is more meant for everybody to be able to do it. But if you're going to drift in Motorsport, you really do got to feather that clutch, and you got to watch your gas and your brake. It's insane.
If I want something like that, you know what I want? I want a return of the. I'll take either one, but 1 and 2 is where we're looking at. But Underground.
Need for Speed Underground. Yeah, no, I don't think there was drifting in Underground, was there? I don't know. It was so long ago, I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that the Forza series, Horizon or Motorsport, like this last Motorsport that was made is supposed to be like a long-term one, right?
It was supposed to be like a 10-year Motorsport. Yeah.
I think Horizon. I think they're going back and just reassessing what do we need to do going forward in the background. Do we continue with the Motorsport series, or do we do something different than Horizon? Do we go back to Project Gotham? Do we bring that back? Like, something's got to change. You can't just keep doing these forever. You got to look at, and also it comes down to the people that are working at these studios. You're going to have people with new ideas. They got to come up with a proposal to the bosses because they need to convince them first to get that money to start on these projects, right? Whatever they are. So that's where it starts. And then, of course, then once they do that, they got to convince us, hey, we got this new project Gotham, it's coming back. And they got to show us that and then get us excited for it or whatever.
What if it was Forza Motorsport, Gotham, Project Gotham, Championship or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that they need to kind of reboot, or come up with something fresh. Because I honestly, I love the Horizon. I do gravitate to that more because it's more arcadey and more not as serious for me, right? So, but I want something different than the Horizon Festival and all that. Like, I'm done with that. So we'll see.
I love them both. I gravitate more towards motorsport personally, as I like track racing because to me that's always been a dream. Right? Like, don't get me wrong. I think
I used to be that way too.
It's super fun, super duper fun. But I gravitate to this more because it's more serious. Like, I put on sometimes I throw on the full manual mode and I will shift like a 1 3-lap race. I will shift over 200 times because you have to.
That's it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Dred. Yeah, because you have to, right? And so sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't want to shift 200 times. I'll throw this bad boy in automatic. But if you really want to win, especially online, you got to shift.
If you really want to
win in online races,
if you really want to play, you would throw the VR headset on while you're doing all that.
I don't know if Motorsport has VR support.
I thought they did show a demo of that before in the past.
I know that it had mods out, but I don't know if I had official support.
That was with the Kinect, right? When you turn to the right or left, it showed your driver doing the same thing.
But that was 7 or 6, I think was.
Don't they have it on PC to do that, like they do with Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I don't know. I know Flight Simulator has official VR support.
Yeah, but I don't know. Heard it here. He doesn't know. Axel is a fraud.
Whatever.
I don't
play VR mode. Dang it! I play Motorsport in this mode right here, third person over the top right here, close up.
That's my view too. I like the third person.
You should
like that.
It's either this view or cockpit view. Those are the only two views I do, and it's the cockpit with the steering wheel. I don't know why. I like seeing the steering wheel.
No, I don't either. I don't. I would like to see story, like you know how F1 the movie was popular. Any other type of racing, I would like to see a story brought to the motorsport series.
Right now it's just championship series stuff.
Yeah, just like
this is following the old flight simulator path of create your own story, create your own adventure. Like, you want to be the champion of the kart series, here you go. Now go online and beat everybody else.
Yeah. And I miss the your
Drivatars, where your friends would play, where the Drivatars would play the way your friends play. That. By the way, Dre, you were a jerk all the time. Yeah,
I still am. I laugh at you when you run into a rock and you blame me for running into a rock.
Look, all I know is that your Dravatar always slammed me into the wall.
I know mine would.
Dravatar proven.
You got to get good.
Yeah, get good at avoiding Dred's freaking dirty racing.
In the corners.
I feel like Dred is a huge fan of, who was it that used to say rubbing is racing? Was it Dale Earnhardt that said that?
Yeah, rubbing's racing.
Rubbing is racing, yeah. He would say that, right?
So the way I look at this is, I've said this before with Madden and all those games, they need to have the game have a long lifespan, and each year have a new season, and each quarter have like little drops, right? So this way you can spend time on the next game when it's due for a new engine rebuild, right? Otherwise, because if we, and that's what I thought that they were doing with this too. I still think that they're headed this way. That they can concentrate on those little details versus spending all this time, every year rebuilding the game.
Relaunch it.
Yeah. I mean, well, look at Madden. Every year they rebuild the game. Why?
Like, there's so many of these cars. Like, don't get me wrong, these cars are accurate, but some of them haven't been laser scanned recently, and you can tell.
Yeah,
especially if you compare it to I don't want to bring in the competition here, but to to blue teams, GT, they have more modern, recently scanned cars than Forza does.
Yeah,
Even though
most recently.
even if Forza has more vehicles, of those vehicles, less of them are recently scanned than the fewer vehicles available in GT. But like in GTs, like 50% of the vehicles are recently scanned for GT, the current GT. Whereas the current Forza, only like 25 of their vehicles are recently scanned, and some of the older ones are, scanned from a long time ago. Now, I don't think they need to rescan their single seater Daytona cars. Obviously, those haven't changed. But I'm just saying, some of their newer Lamborghinis, some of their newer Porsches, stuff like that, they should be laser scanned, don't you think?
Yeah, I think they should be. But again, it also you got to remember camera technology at the time when they did all that stuff wasn't there, and now you have to spend more time going again and rescanning these cars with the higher quality. When do you do that? Do you do that now, where the camera technology is going to be even more advanced? Like I'm putting out. I stopped, but I was putting out videos at 12K. Okay, so if I could put out videos at 12K, you think of how, and that's just video. You're talking about pictures and photo geometry and some other photo stuff, but you're talking about the high megapixel count, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
just
The ones where
photos,
you zoom in and can't tell the difference between real life and
right?
what you see on
But
screen. Yeah.
how soon do you want to keep doing that? Because if they do that now, when they came out with the next one, it's not it's going to be low quality again. So that's kind of the issue of when do you do that. So if you push a game out and then you do like minute upgrades as you go, when camera technology, comes out with the next latest and greatest high processing whatever, um, and now they're using AI too on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you do all that stuff, but if you set it up towards the end as you're making the next version of the game, the next engine, you can put all that stuff in there, because again, you also got to remember it's not just the processing of space, right? Or of the videos. You still have space that you got to contend for in the game. When you have that many cars, how many cars can you amp up like that? How many cars? How much time is it going to take me to do another 200 cars to that level?
Oh, geez, it's going to take longer than it does the dev cycle.
Exactly.
That's why it
So
should be consistent maintenance.
yes, there should be some consistent maintenance, but at the same time, you have to get access to those vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always easy to get access to all these
And then you got to put
vehicles.
them on the track to see how they react, all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
Right.
all kinds of
So,
stuff.
but if you do a 10-year cycle, you should have enough time for when the next game comes out. Here you go. Here's your next upgrade. Yeah, some of the cars might not be as detailed as the newer ones that are more recent with newer technology, but at least it's newer than last game.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it all depends, and it also depends on um, the contracts that they have, right? So the contracts they may only include this game. It's not,
Yeah.
for perpetuity. That you're not going to be able to do that every single
Like
time.
Forza Motorsport 7 is no longer on sale because they lost the licensing to some of those cars,
Yeah,
or they get renewed to only be on the newest one. So it's maybe the licensing to these cars is getting so expensive it's not worth it. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm sure that
exactly.
plays part of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
And maybe some of these cars stopped existing. Someone wrecked it, or you know what I mean, or there was a national disaster that tore down buildings and houses, and one such building that housed these cars gone.
Yeah. Okay. We never know what's happening. I hope
Yeah.
though that the Forza Motorsport series is not canceled. I wanted to the mainline series. I wanted to keep going as I do love it. I do enjoy it, and I personally love that they put the instead of 2 points of contact on the tires that they put 8. So you're because if you don't remember, Forza Motorsport 7, you could just deflate your tires to like 50% and get ultimate grip
Mhm.
on Forza Motorsport 7. Like, oh, my car's sliding around a lot. Deflate your tire. Trust me, bro. Oh, but what? No, it's supposed to be deflate your tire. Trust me. right? And then and now you deflate your tire in Forza Motorsport 8 and your car sucks
Yeah.
because they put those 8 points of contact in. So I think that's kind of cool. I do like the simulation improvements they've made to address some of the things that were like, I won't say cheaters, but like exploitations of this of the engine of 7, and they rebuilt the engine. So I do love it. I like it. I love the sounds. I can't get over it. I do love the ray tracing. I love the reflections. By the way, this is the view I race in the most right here. So we'll see what happens. Fastback. As for motorsport, do you think what do you hope for? I mean, I hope that it's not canceled. I love that they're continuing support for 8, but I definitely hope that we see 9 eventually.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I hope kind of go back and kind of look at what can we do new to draw attention, kind of change things up. And for me, storyline, have characters in there. Like in Motorsport, I always remember Rossi, the Italian driver. You always saw him in the top 3. You know, when you played by yourself, right? I like to see some of these characters brought to life, or actually bring in some real people, drivers in the real world. Do a license with them.
And, you got to actually race against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be something. Yeah.
So you'll never come in first.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you could improve Forza Motorsport series in one way only, what would you choose? Dread.
Oh, Drivatars.
Drivatars. Okay. Fastback, what about you?
Adding the story.
Add storyline. Okay. Let me see. I want them to. Let me think. What do I want? What do I want the most?
Deflate Gate.
No, I don't want Deflate Gate. You remember Forza Motorsport on the Xbox One had a driving wheel, a wireless driving wheel? An Xbox controller that had a wireless driving wheel. You know, that was sort of cool, but let me think here. What would I do? Because I do love what they did. You know what? I know what I want. I want them to open up customization 100%. Because right now, if you want to customize your car, you have to level up the car. Like you want new tires, right? You want new tires, well, your car has to be like a level 13 before you get new tires. Whereas in Forza Motorsport 7, that was always the first upgrade I did.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see. So what is that? Unlock tuning? Tuning?
Yeah.
So that's not locked to car level or whatever, right?
That to me, that never made sense.
Yeah.
Of all the things I hated in Forza Motorsport 8, that is the one thing I hate the most.
You can't be a better driver if you keep on driving on crappy tires.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Before I got brakes, before I got anything, I got better tires, then brakes, and then the engine. That's the way I always upgraded.
Yeah,
that was my upgrade route.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I did in real life. Had better tires first.
Let's see. Let me think. So, by the way, chat, I know that I don't have an all of the above here. You got to choose one. Which one upgrade, chat, would you bring back to Forza Motorsport? Drivatars, storyline, unlock tuning 100%, or whatever, it's dead. While the chat is voted, let's check in with the chat real quick, shall we? Let's see. I got to go back quite a bit. Wow, the chat, you guys are freaking on fire. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. Doggy Dog says Forza Motorsport is supposed to be a long-running game anyway. Yeah. Personally, I'm a fan of Forza Motorsport not being on a 2-year cycle. I'm a fan of that. So yeah, I think that's great. Let's see. Let's see. Sir X-Man says the only problem with the new Forza Motorsport is putting on avatars and substitute when you're playing with just your friends. Last time I was in Forza Motorsport 6, it will bring the population back. Okay, so there you go. So he's a team Drivatars. Let's see. Jago says Forza Motorsport was great, but it got boring quickly. Yeah, this is like flight simulator, man. You gotta really enjoy the simulation part of it. Racing, especially real racing, is all about milliseconds. Cutting off milliseconds here, cutting off a millisecond there. Changing your turning technique for this track only. It's all about that kind of stuff. And if you're not into it, yeah, you're not into it.
When I was doing solo,
Mm-hmm.
the slower you go, the faster you actually go.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went too fast, you'd brake hard, you'd slide, and then you have to rev up to speed. But if you were, you hit the turns at a slower pace, you can actually still keep that momentum. So it's like going fast is not always faster.
Yeah,
So,
you got to know when to just let go of the gas. You got to know when to just downshift and let the engine take over. All kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Doggy Dog says there was drifting in underground. All right, there you go. There you go.
I was going to say,
Jago Cookin is confusing motorsport with NASCAR. Shout out to Dave Reezy. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, in case you guys don't realize, when I was saying solo, I meant like actual physically in my car racing out there, not in the game. Solo out there.
Do. Yeah. Shout out to Dave Reezy. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. So yeah, Dave Reezy's in the chat. Let's see. Sir X-Man wants to play against his friends, not ranked all the time. There you go. Let's see. Jago Kukin says there is no VR support, and so does Sir X-Man says there is no VR support. So there's your answer, Dread. Crazy Greek dude, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says we need Project Gotham Racing back.
Yep.
Let's see. Glazer said I can't do that inside view. I need to see the car. Yeah. I don't know. For me, being inside the car when I'm racing, I feel like I drive faster. My judgment for pushing the brakes and feathering the gas and all that is just better. Maybe because it's more to real life. Yeah. Crazy Greek dude, aren't driver tars still there? They are there, but they don't take the data from the actual driver tar they're experiencing. The AI got removed from them. And that makes sense, Crazy Greek dude. Like, because my driver tar in Forza Motorsport 6 would drive the way I drive. Dreadpool's driver tar would drive the way he drives, so forth and so on. Now they're just
throw a name on there.
They're just CPUs with your name on it. They don't have your habits.
Yes, I want to actually race Axel when he's not actually racing.
Yeah. Dale Earnhardt. Yeah, so Rubbit is racing. Yeah, Rubbit. Dave Reezy says Dread thinks he's playing bumper cars. Exactly. Doggy Dog says Dread Earnhardt. Yeah. Let's see. Days of Thunder. He didn't bump ya, he rubbed ya, and rubbing son is racing. There you go. Yeah. According to Doggy and Dread, according to Dread, Rockstar Racing. Yeah. If you ain't first, you're last. That's right. Ricky Bobby all the way. Yeah. Let's see. When me and my friend play an online game with just us, it feels lonely in there with no avatar drivers. We both agree we missed the previous Forza Motorsports supported AI drivers online. Yeah, the new one doesn't. If you're not playing open and you're just playing with a friend or two, it's just you two. Yeah. So there you go. Who remembers GT7 having Tesla cars that needed oil change? Wow. They did bring back Forza 7 multiplayer back online. They did. I did see that. Yeah. And Sir X-Man is on me. I love the improved braking in Forza Motorsport 8. Yeah, for real. It makes such a big difference. Let's see. Dan, the man Cunningham says sim racers are niche. It's most likely become cost prohibitive to make them. That could be true. Yeah. Wacko Game, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, I'm glad Rockstar skips all the car licensing issues and just makes knockoffs with full destruction. And again, for the game Rockstar makes is great, but this is a sim racer, a sim game. I want to drive the actual cars. There are games out there that do this, and nobody even hears about it. Just saying. Yeah, just saying. How about Forza Future, a Wipeout competitor? Oh, that'd be something, man. That'd be something. Let's see. I'm just going to skip all the way to the end. Sorry, guys, if I skipped your chat. It's just you guys are so many. I love it. Let's see. Drivers are in single player, but they're not in multiplayer like they used to be, according to Sir X-Man. Let's see. Back from the dead. My Drivatar will pit maneuver or run you off the road. No kidding. Right? Yeah. So you're saying Dreadpool's Drivatar doesn't run you into rocks anymore? He doesn't. It's weird. I'm not used to seeing it. I'm used to having like unbridled anxiety when I'm trying to pass Dreadpool in the older Forza games, and not no more. It's weird. It's hard to get rid of that anxiety, though.
I never ran him into the rocks. He just appeared into the rocks himself. we watched that video over and over.
There you go. So yeah, I think we should all get together and play some Forza Motorsport. I'd be down. This is a game I'd be down for online, or some Forza Horizon. All right, but Fastback, we had a poll in the chat talking about how the chat would improve Forza Motorsport 8. What did they say?
So the chat, all right. So bring back Drivatars, 42%. Add storyline, 31%. Nothing, it's dead, 21%.
Damn.
Unlock tuning, 100%. It's 5%. So
there you go.
Drivatars, or storyline.
Drivatars or storyline is the beat. All right, let's move it along, shall we, guys? Shall we? We're making good time today. Yeah. All right, so FBC Firebreak. Remedy is unsatisfied with FBC's Firebreak launch. Now, the reason I want to bring this up is because this came out, and of course, because it came out on Game Pass, everybody's blaming Game Pass.
Yeah.
Game Pass caused FBC Firebreak to have weak sales because you could rent it and not buy it. So it says it's unsatisfied with FBC's Firebreak at launch, but it feels like it has a solid game to work on as it prepares for a major update. Now, again, Remedy said they're unsatisfied. Fanboys took this and they went and blamed Game Pass. So let's read, shall we, a little bit? So, in the latest earnings report from Remedy Entertainment has revealed that Remedy is unsatisfied with FBC's Firebreak launch, with the game falling short of the company sales expectations. Oh my God, it didn't sell because Xbox gamers don't buy games. It's on Game Pass, so we're never going to buy it. Okay, you know who I'm sounding like, right? You know who I'm sounding like, right? But a major rollout will roll out in September. Now, they want to blame Game Pass, right? In Remedy's latest financial report, the company commented on Firebreak's launch, which has been propped up by the game's inclusion in the Xbox Game Pass library and it's funny, they only blame one, but what's it say here? PS Plus. In fact, the firm says commercially, we're unsatisfied with the launch phase consumer sales of FBC Firebreak. Thus far, Firebreak's commercial performance has largely been driven by the Xbox and PlayStation subscription service agreements. Oh my God. FBC underperformed on PC, leading to many players dropping the game early and an influx of negative reviews. It can't be that you made a bad game, right? No. It has to be Game Pass, right? And of course, everybody online is not mentioning PS Plus. It's also in there. So let's take a look here. Oh my gosh. So I love OpenCritic because it takes the average of everywhere this thing has been. Now, I want to play Firebreak because, well, it's in Game Pass, and I love playing multiplayer games with my friends. So here's this one, right? And the gamers that have reviewed this, well, not enough gamers have rated it. Only 13 players have done it, but critics, only 24% of them are recommending this to their friends. But it's somehow Game Pass's fault. Secretly, it's also PlayStation's fault, but nobody is ever talking about that. So, you start bringing facts to these logicians, and they start having mental breakdowns. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going, shall we? While FBC Firebreak quickly reached 1 million players within its first 10 days, Remedy says the majority of players came from the Xbox Series X and PS5, which would suggest subscription services like Game Pass help the game afloat. However, Remedy is still committed to its shooter and says that the more time players have spent in the game after recent updates, the general sentiment for FBC has improved. FBC was designed as a game that evolves over time. Despite the rocky launch, we believe we have a solid game to build on, Remedy says. Players who spent over an hour with the game reviewed the game mostly positive, showing us that the core experience of the game is entertaining. We have already rolled out patches and communicated on how the game will continue to develop. Looking ahead, a larger, major update late September will be the next key step for FBC Firebreak. This will be supported by targeted marketing activities, which we expect to drive interest in the title. We are committed to continue to work on Firebreak, engaging with the community and expanding the game. So, first off, they blamed people, the fanboys did. But on the flip side, I'm really glad Remedy Entertainment didn't blame the fanboys and is continuing to support a game. They should. If you really believe in your game, you'll support it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Unlike Concord, right? Remedy believes in Firebreak. Oh, that's right. Another shot at Concord. Fastback, what do you think?
I don't know. I remember we talked about this game a while back, and we saw the trailer. It looked cool, but it's not really very popular. It's based off of Control, right?
Yeah, it's in the Control universe.
Building. So, I mean, Control was okay,
the
but it wasn't
Control
like
universe. Yeah,
like it was a big, Halo franchise, this and that. So I'm not surprised. I mean, what did they expect? I think what they should have done was, let's just stick with, this is a game in progress. Let's just stick with the subscription services to build it up, and grow that fan base over time. I think their expectations were a little bit too much at launch. So,
yeah, I'm just glad they're not giving up on it, because I do want to play it eventually, and it's in the rotation. We just haven't gotten around to it.
No. Yeah.
Dread, Firebreak, have you played it, or do you plan on playing it?
I was thinking about playing it only for the fact that they're crying about it. I really didn't care for it, to be honest with you. That's why I hadn't played it. The only reason why I'm thinking about it now is to see how bad it is, and they've done all these updates. So if you're doing all these updates, why would you hammer that thing to get it to function?
It's a repair hammer. You don't
right,
see
a
it?
repair hammer. Yeah. But you see what
this
I'm saying?
This is the boomstick. The other one is the repair hammer. Come on.
Like I said,
trying to repair a tank with a torch.
Surely
you can repair something with a hammer.
Yeah, there's just no interest in it. Like I said, the only curiosity is that I might stream it just because I want to see what they're crying about. If nobody had an interest in it, it doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass or not. So if Game Pass is keeping it afloat, who would have bought it in the first place, right? So what does that tell you? Nobody would have bought it in the first place, so then it wouldn't have succeeded at all. Game Pass is keeping it afloat so that way you could make the updates, make the corrections, because otherwise this would have been a dead game on arrival.
Yep.
And again, this doesn't make sense. You're going to hit it to get it to work.
It's a repair hammer, Dread.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. It's moronic.
Surely you've repaired some things in your house with a hammer.
Yeah, and then I had to go replace it.
So yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm interested in it. I was interested in it as, my friends have told me that I need to play Control. That it's great. I want to play Firebreak as it is in the Control universe. And it's multiplayer. I do love co-op shooters the most. So I am a co-op guy. So we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Let's see. Sappho says, tie that to my bank account. I bought 2 games last week. What does FBC stand for? That's a good question. That is a very, very good question, sir. That I have no idea. Let's see. What does FBC and
read it backwards? It means something totally different.
stand for? What?
To read it backwards, it means something totally different. Never mind.
It's Federal Bureau of Control. So it's the Federal Bureau of Control. There you go, Glitzer. There you go. Good question. Yeah, let's see. Jago seems to have played it. People thought FBC Firebreak was good. That game was crap. My taste in good games must be different. It definitely is. You definitely love some trash.
See, what game are you talking about?
I consider your taste in games much like a raccoon's taste in gourmet dinners, man. Straight out of the trash can, Jago. I'm just messing with you, Jago. Sorry.
Some people's trash is others' treasures.
So in that case, he should have loved this game.
He should have. Yeah. Let's see. Jago says, I always bang broken things with sledgehammers when I want to repair them, right? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, maybe it is gonna. Glitzer has a point here. If it's getting updates like No Man's Sky, it should be getting better. Oh, it could be. Maybe it'll be a redemption story a year from now. Maybe. Yeah.
Possibly, but guess what? I still haven't played No Man's Sky.
Possibly, yeah. Shout out to Jesse James. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, anyone played Mafia Old Country? The story is amazing. Doggy's played it. I think he bought it, right?
Yeah.
Doggy says FBC stands for Firebreak Chicken. That's right. Brought to you by Tyson Chicken. Let's see. Dave just says, oh, come on. It can't be that bad. There you go. So FBC Firebreak, some people are saying that it failed due to the subscription services, but as Dreadful put out, they said it's keeping it afloat. So it's a different story altogether. So we'll see what happens.
Looks like we're off on live stream.
Oh, we're no longer live?
Yeah, I don't see it on my end.
Dread?
No, I see it on my end. We're live.
You're in? Huh.
It's after the 2-hour mark. That's when we start getting glitches. So let's hurry it up, shall we?
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else to say
Let me
about
refresh.
FBC Firebreak?
Nope.
No? All right.
Okay, everything's good on my end now.
All right.
I'm blaming it on Firebreak.
Yeah, the
Blame it
game
on
is
Game
that
Pass.
bad. It's shutting down the stream.
I blame it on Game Pass, but not PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
Jacob, don't say that. That's common sense. Can't say that.
Yeah. You know what? We'll just move forward with it. Okay. Here we go. Jago has common sense. You guys are still live. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. He said it failed because it's a bad game. I don't think it's failed yet. It just needs more support. But who knows? Maybe I'll have a
the
redemption
launch
story.
failed for them, as far as their metrics, right? What they were hoping.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
Redfall has better gameplay than this.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. Dreadpool's out there.
Even
Defending
character animations.
Yeah, look how funny these people are running.
The security guard, I don't know if you noticed, but the security guards are shooting at you like this.
Yeah.
I haven't. Oh my gosh. Derizi has found the source. He has root caused this. It's the Series S fault.
Must be.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to 108 Dragons TV. Shout out to you, Lemon. Thank you so much for being here.
Love
You are the
Lemon.
real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. All right, let's move the show right along.
Lemon.
All right, so PlayStation's ex-CEO hates Game Pass. Oh my God. What's he talking? What am I talking about? All right, so gamesindustry.biz had this long article here, right? Basically just talking about the game industry in general, with a bunch of other people, but in particular they talked with former Sony Worldwide Studios head Sean Layden and analyst Matt Piscatella and Piers Harden's roles, discuss the current issues facing the game industry. Okay. And so this is actually a really interesting read. I actually read this whole two-part. This is a two-part article, by the way. It is massive thing. They talk about free-to-play. They talk about recession. They talk about the dilemma of $80 games. So they touched on a lot of topics. So if you don't read very many articles, I recommend this one because it just puts a lot of things into perspective of some of the industry leaders, right? And now, because it's game industry that biz, anytime anything negative is said, they associate it to Xbox. So that's the only thing of this whole article that I think sucks. They don't use any bad examples for anyone else. Every bad example somehow is Xbox.
Mhm.
And it's not
Xbox
coming from Matt
actually-
Piscatella, and it's not coming from other people. This is coming from the writer of this article. What's his name here? I could have sworn. Here we go. This guy, Lewis Packwood. So Lewis Packwood, anytime these guys are like, "Oh, no, no, $80 games," blah blah blah, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Xbox had Outer Worlds at $80." Subscription services, yeah, like Game Pass. You know, like what else? Free to play games. That's the only time he went to Fortnite, right? But then he also brought up Call of Duty. So you can just see this guy. Overall, it's a good read, but just kind of be aware of what is happening here.
A
He
good
doesn't put
bias read.
any blame on anything, right?
No Concord success in there.
No Concord success, no.
All right, well,
So we're going to focus on the Game Pass portion of it because, well, there's an Xbox show. That's what I want to talk about. All right. So Game Pass first shows up in a Wild West of pricing, right? So they talked about $80. So this is all leading up, right? The $80 games, the free-to-play games. And now, okay, so it's a Wild West of things. Now we're looking at strategies where it's Game Pass pricing. So now this is the next tier of the pricing aspect, right? So we're just going to read this together, and it is quite long. Okay, so Dreadpool, turn your headphones up. Don't want you falling asleep on me, old man. Let's see. But $80 games are only a part of the story. Across the high, mid, and low ranges, pricing has become far more dynamic. I think that we're seeing a more diverse launch. I think what we're seeing is more diversity of launch pricing and promotional strategy post-launch than we've ever said before, said Matt Piscatella. We're seeing games being released at all ends of the spectrum when it comes to pricing, and folks are going to charge for their game what they think they can get most away with. Some games you look and you go, "What are you thinking?" Because internally they've convinced themselves that we have the secret sauce, Concord. And this is going to be the biggest game in the world, Concord. Or because their financial plan demands that they have a big revenue day one, even though everyone on the team might know that's a little bit of a pipe dream. He reckons this pattern of diverse pricing will continue, blah, blah, blah. Everyone kind of dabbles and tries to figure it out, and then it gets optimized into oblivion. Like we see on the Steam summer sales now, where it used to be the wild waste of discontinuing and pricing all over the board, and now you pretty much know what you're going to get every summer when that sale comes around. True story. Piscatella continues, there's a lot of vibes-based pricing analysts that goes into launch pricing these days. Of course, there's a lot of very smart people doing it with all kinds of charts and graphs, but because of the validity, because there's so many different ways of going about it, a lot of times it boils down to, I don't know, this feels like a $50 game, or this feels like a $70 game, which isn't the best way to do it. But that's the way it's still done a lot of the times. To confuse things, so these are, again, the Wild West of pricing. To confuse things even further, we now have subscription-based models that completely upend traditional ideas of pricing. And to contribute to the idea amongst the general public that games should cost hardly anything at all. Now, this is Sean Layden right here. Okay? So we're going to see what Sean Layden has to say. I'm not a big supporter of the Netflix of gaming idea, says Layden. I think it is a danger. I mean, look what happened to music. In the popular mind, music costs nothing. Music should be free. Spotify, what is that? It's $15 a month or something, but virtually no one buys music anymore. You're right. Why should I?
Music should be free. Tell that to the artists.
Right?
Good grief.
I know. It's almost like I would rather pay to go see them live than, anything else, but whatever. The one silver lining, he says, is that music artists have an adjacent market in the form of touring, allowing them to rely more heavily on ticket sales and merchandise as a key revenue stream. Okay.
Okay, hold on a second.
All right, pause. All right, Dreadpool, take it away.
Do you realize artists don't make jack anything off of their album sales? That's the only way they make money is by touring and merch sales. That's it. They don't make money, except for Metallica, off of their CDs. Granted, it's no longer
Some of them,
CDs
but they've had
anymore.
to fight these subscription services or certain things like that.
Right.
They weren't making the money.
Right. And the subscription services, they're barely making anything. They have to like literally sue them. They have to sue Spotify for all that. Who else was it? And I know she's not popular, but Taylor Swift.
Kansas City, face of the Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor Swift. She basically got rid of her publishing of her label and made her own label to make more money.
No, she didn't get. No. She didn't get rid of it. She had the owner of the rights to her old publishing.
Mhm.
She was trying to buy it back, and this guy here was, let's say, a predator of some sort. We just won't say what the whole scenario is. But again,
Mhm.
you know, the one guy ended up buying the rights, and she's been trying to buy her catalog back. So she had to go back and re-record her catalog and tell her fans not to listen to the old stuff, listen to the new stuff. She ended up buying the old catalog back, so now she's getting double the money back from both catalogs. But again,
back to music.
She is the only one that's been able to do something like that right now. A lot of these artists don't make anything. So for him to say something like that, the silver lining, that's not an adjacent market. That's their only market. That's the only way that they make money.
Always been.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. He's an idiot. Bad example. I'm sorry, but bad example.
Sean Layden's an idiot, according to Dreadpool. You heard it here first.
But with him saying music should be free, like, is he talking about radio? Because you listen to the radio doesn't mean it's free.
That's right. You got ads all over the place.
Exactly.
You still have ads. Even Spotify, the free version of Spotify has ads.
Yep, trust me.
So it's like YouTube has ads. The free
YouTube
version
doesn't even let you go into car mode. Like, you can't turn off your screen if you're listening to YouTube Music unless you subscribe.
Yeah.
It sucks. YouTube Music.
But I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have to listen to the commercials. I can turn off my screen. I can do all that stuff. But
Dreadpool doesn't want to add me as part of his family plan. What a jerk.
Premium also pays those that I watch a percentage of what I pay into it. So they get more money from me as a premium user than they would as a standard free user. So again, it's like there's a lot of nuances that people throw in there that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and gaming has a parallel adjacent market too. They could go, well, they're on Game Pass, but then they also sell their games physically.
You can also buy physically, digitally.
If it's a good game, it's going to do well on both.
Yeah.
You know, Blockbuster had a big input on Sony growing. If it wasn't for Blockbuster renting these games from Blockbuster, we never would have bought a lot of these Sony games. A lot of us wouldn't have given Sony a try because we would have just stayed with the tried and true Nintendo. Even if the games were cheaper because it was on disc, we wouldn't have gone that way. We would have just said, you know what? I don't know who these people are, why they're coming into this realm. It's Sega and Nintendo. Who are these third people coming in here? I don't know. You know, it's a TV company. Why would I spend money on them when we could do this? We rented these games and realized that these games were good. They're cheaper. Yeah, I'm buying it this way. So yeah, Blockbuster rentals and all that stuff had an effect towards Sony being who they are. And for this guy talking, he's talking out his rear end. Sorry, I'm just
no. By the way, guys, this is a long article. If you have something to say, just wait till I'm done reading the paragraph and then say it.
Sorry.
Right?
Sorry.
No. It's totally cool. I'm encouraging what you did, Dread. Yeah. Let's see. D, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, didn't radio used to have a rule they could only play live music, then they let radio play recordings? Yeah, I remember that. They used to have the radio sessions in with the acoustics. Yeah. Shout out to Legendary Yobi. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, they do make money on music streams. not as much as in the old days. Now it's pennies on the dollar. Yeah. When everybody wants the bigger piece of the pie, when you got more competitors, your piece of the pie shrinks. Yeah. Dave Easy, technically, didn't Nintendo sell paper to their fans before they bought it? The cardboard is paper. Yeah, they did. Let's see. And we're just gonna move on, guys. Sorry if I don't catch all of your chats. Please interact with the chat, guys, while I keep reading because this is long. All right. So Sean Lady continues. The problem with gaming is all we have is launch. That's it. No one wants to pay money to come into the studio and watch people code. All of this is why he thinks that putting games on subscription services on day one is bad for business. He goes on to say, no lesser light than Strauss Zinnik himself has said, GTA is never going on a subscription service day one. Layden points out, he acknowledged that the situation might be different for indie developers who crave discovery above all, but for AAA games, he questions the idea of launching day one on subscription services like Xbox Game Pass. Now that the idea is out there, however, it's difficult to go back. You can't unring the bell, right? So he thinks it's bad, and he uses the fact that GTA is never going to launch on a subscription service, and you can't unring that bell, though. But correct me if I'm wrong here. Didn't GTA 5 go to PlayStation Plus for a while?
Yeah, and Game Pass.
Didn't GTA 5 go to Game Pass? Interesting. It might not launch on Game Pass.
Yeah.
You can rest assured it probably will come to Game Pass at some point.
You know, it's funny.
But beyond the financial wisdom of making new games available for free at launch, Liddy worries about the change and ethos behind it. I don't know why he's worried. He's retired. But let's see. There's a lot of debates going on. Is Game Pass profitable? Is Game Pass not profitable? What does that mean? That's not really the right question to ask anyway. And then he goes on to add a lot of dirt here, by the way. This is why, child lady, you need to, just because you did it doesn't mean that.
Why is he not talking about PlayStation Plus, though?
Right. You can do all sorts of financial jiggery pokery for any sort of corporate service to make it look profitable if you wanted to. You take enough cost out and say that's off the balance sheet and, oh, look, it's profitable now. The real issue for me on things like Game Pass is it healthy for the developer? So he's over here saying like, oh, look at that. It's profitable now that we did a bunch of financial jiggery pokery. Is Game Pass profitable? Is it not profitable? Who does that sound like? That sounds a lot like Chris Dring to me. Go ahead, Dredd.
You know, I was going to say, that's what I've been saying about Excel formats. I've literally said that because that's the exact same jiggery pokery that I've been talking about for years. Also, if you look in the chat, there is a premium service membership called GTA Plus, which offers exclusive benefits within the GTA Online for a monthly fee. Oh, burn. Huh.
Yeah.
I'll keep it short. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good. So let's keep it going here. Right. Under the subscription model, the developer essentially becomes a wage slave. What? He argues. All right. According to Sean Lady, there's a wage slave. They're not creating value, putting it in the market, putting it in the marketplace, hoping it explodes, and profit sharing and overages, and all of that nice stuff. Right? It's just, you pay me X dollars an hour, I build you a game, here, you go put it on your servers. Right? I don't think it's really inspiring for game developers. What? Game developers want your game to be played. He's talking more corporate people.
They don't like to see the engagement on their games, the excitement of people playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard developers straight say, pirate my game. What I love to see more is for people to play my game. Have they not said that, Fastback?
Yeah, for sure.
Here's the funny thing, right? You pay me X amount of dollars an hour, I build you a game. Right? That is literally the way that it functions, regardless if it's on a service or not.
Oh
Those devs, they get paid once. That's it.
Yeah. And
You don't get paid all the residuals. Guess who gets paid all the extra stuff?
Sean Lady got paid all those
Corporate.
residuals.
Exactly.
Corporate
Yeah. You
gets
got
all
the
that.
bonus. Yeah.
They get all those bonuses, the residuals. They get all that stuff.
Even if the game sales are so before Game Pass, games would come out at launch, and you hope that it made a certain amount of money at launch, and a lot of times it didn't. And then the game had to go on sale.
Mhm.
So you already paid every developers all the money, hourly wages, whatever you agreed on, right? And then now it comes down to the publisher. Now they want to see the return when the game launches and beyond, and they're not seeing it. But what Game Pass does, it gives you a guarantee upfront money to help pay for marketing or launch costs or certain things, right? Whatever is negotiated, and then you hope that Game Pass or PS Plus garners enough attention and excitement to where now people will, okay, hey, I like this game. I'm going to buy it at 20% off, whatever, or so on. And it, I don't know. To me, back in the day, all I did was wait for sales on the majority of games. So they weren't making money for me on day one.
And here's the funny thing: unless you're a big name like Cliffy B or any of those other guys that have some power, and even those guys don't have it, right? They don't have the kind of power that a lot of movie actors have, the power to say, hey, for perpetuity, this TV series, I want X amount of dollars on syndication, or I want X amount of dollars depending on, I want a percentage of the total profits, versus getting paid my money. There's a lot of actors on TV back in the day that even though the series went into syndication, they got nothing. Right? So you think that these devs have any power to do something like that? No, they got nothing. They don't have any of that stuff. Even like I said, Cliffy B, he will not get that kind of power to have that as a clause in his contract as a dev to do that. And he's a high profile name. You have who's the guy that just left Blizzard?
Mikey Byrne?
Tim.
The other one.
No, Gears guy.
Yeah. The Diablo guy right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, he wouldn't have had that kind of power. You think Microsoft or Xbox would have said, "Oh, okay, we'll give you that"? No, he wouldn't have had that. It's a one and done. Your job right now is your hourly job or your salary job to do this. After that, the game's launched. Your next job is to go on to the next game. You don't get anything more from this. It's all just Xbox and Microsoft that are getting it, just like PlayStation and Nintendo. They're all doing all that. No, there's no dev getting any extra after the fact.
Do you think these God of War Ragnarok writers, Orion Walker, Adam Dolan, Anthony Birch, do you think they're getting anything after they got done coding and said, thanks, wage slave?
No.
We're done.
They're hopefully getting the next job. They're not getting anything after this.
You think any of these people are getting residuals?
No.
They're not.
No, it's added on their resume.
According to Sean Layden, they are wage slaves because that's all they're doing. Like, he's confusing the developer with the company.
Yeah.
And that's not right. Like under the subscription model, the developer, maybe he should have said the developing company essentially becomes a wage slave. They're not creating value. How are they not putting it in the marketplace? They are.
Yeah.
They're hoping it explodes, as every dev does. Sorry. I mean, even I, with my measly 490 subscribers, hope that one day my channel explodes. Trust me, I do. And profit sharing and overages. What?
That profit sharing is between Xbox with Game Pass and the dev, which is the developer publishing company, not the developer, you and me, lonely little peon typing away, creating the codes and all that stuff. That's got nothing to do with that. And that's the funny part, right? FBC, we just talked about that. Hoping it explodes. Hoping.
Yeah. So this part right here, you pay me X dollars an hour. I built you a game. Here, go put it on your servers. Isn't that what literally everybody does? Especially nowadays. I mean,
Poor developers, they're so sad their game's going on Game Pass.
Yeah.
my
The
God,
only
man, those people are so sad. They're crying tears of money.
The only ones that
I
are
don't really
sharing their
think it's
profits.
inspiring for game developers. You
Yeah.
want to know what game was made? You pay me X dollars. I built your game here. Go put it on your servers. Guess, Concord. You want to know who wanted Concord? Hope it exploded. Sony. Hope Concord had exploded. What did they
You know,
create, Sean Lady? Come on, let me hear it.
Yeah, the only devs that are getting any kind of profit sharing are like small devs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually because they're trying to build up, and they can't afford to pay their guys well enough to do that. So part of that is
sharing part.
yeah,
Yeah, but big AAA people aren't doing that.
they're
You think
not doing
Rockstar's
that.
doing that?
No,
What, profit sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
think
pays-
Rockstar is gonna 10,000 people worked on Red Dead Redemption 2. You think those people are getting residuals?
I mean, they might. I mean, because like where I work, we get quarterly bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there could be something in contract, like depending on the sales, how the and how there could be something where they get a percent. Maybe every quarter or so. I mean,
I better never
You know-
hear about Sony using AI.
you know what
This
my
not profit
monthly
sharing.
bonus was, and still sort of is our monthly safety meeting that we have to go to. So we get paid to be at the meeting, and then sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes they serve us breakfast. That's my bonus, right? These other execs, they get all this money. We don't
Mhm.
get nothing. We just get
Mhm.
a hey, you know what? Be safe and don't hurt yourself because insurance is gonna suck for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you kidding me?
Let me catch up with the chat for a little bit, but I agree with everything you're saying. Yeah. Dave Easy says Redbox was cool for people that still wanted to rent physical, but that didn't last long. Doggy Dog says, "Give me the year Expedition 33 launched on Game Pass. It really did. It really did. They put it on there, and it exploded. So where you at, Sean Lady? Where you
And
at?
that was a team of what, 30?
30,
20 to
yeah.
30?
Yeah. Glinzer says, wage slave. That's 99.9% of Earth. Yeah.
yeah.
Dave Easy says more bonuses equals more sports cards in the parking lot. Yeah, right. Cheo Walker, very well said here. He talks about trickery when he talks about developers. He's talking about the company and not the actual people doing all the work, trying to make it seem that the people are not getting paid. Yeah. Doggy. Let's see. Freedom Scott, well, there's a difference between being a YouTuber and being a developer, right? Right, Freedom Scott? I agree with you. I'm just saying that I hope I blow up too. I'm just saying. Shout out to you, Freedom Scott. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Yeah. Let's see. Freedom Scott is like, my question is, do you know the contract they signed? Of course I don't. I'm a YouTube channel, man.
Sean Lady
I'm just
don't
making
know either.
assumptions based on the parts of the corporate world I know. Right? Let's see. Raven Skywalker, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says Game Pass wage slaves make more games than Nintendo and Sony $80. Oh, there you go. There you go. Well said. Let's see. So yeah. So Sean Lading, he means to say developers as in the developer company. But again, like as a company, yeah, I want you to put my game where it put. Most of these companies, let's talk about where games start. They start in indies. Because if you want to really compare games, which teams are the ones that are taking the risk? The indie teams. Which teams are the ones making the most innovation right now? The indie teams. Right? So those indie teams are putting their heart and souls into games, and they want to get it into the eyes of as many people as possible, hoping it explodes. Absolutely. You know who's not doing that? AAA. All they care about is cash cows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that AAA games are bad, and some of those cash cows are cash cows for a reason, because they're great games. I can't deny that a lot of these AAA games are great games. I'm just saying that they're not risking anything. They're cash cows. And
You mean COD?
well, yeah, like Call of Duty, right? But
Right.
also,
Yep.
Xbox Game Pass has enabled a lot of studios to take risk.
Mhm.
Like we talked about it earlier, Grounded,
Pentiment.
Pentiment. Yep, a risk that didn't pay off. Grounded,
State
a
of
risk that
Decay.
did pay off, right? Even though Pentiment was great. Well, according to Shadai, I haven't played it. Just stuff like that. All I'm saying is that Game Pass has opened the doors for people to take more risk and push the industry forward, I think, while at the same time not being, oh, well, we can't add that because we're not AAA. Well, like, you know what? Now we have some money. Let's add what we can. And look at what happened to Expedition 33. They took a risk
Yep.
and it paid off big time. I don't know. To me, Sean Layden's just full of it right here. This whole thing just makes me upset. I don't know. What do you
He's
think?
pulling the get off my lawn, old geezer. I'm in an HOA president's. You know what I mean? That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. He doesn't even realize where he's at anymore. Yeah, I know he's with another company, but again, he's on the old mentality, and he's not willing to open up his eyes and see that his lawn is brown. It's all dirt. Who cares if somebody's walking on it?
Yeah.
Because that's the sidewalk.
When you look at who's been Obsidian has been successful. What Phil, one of the main things he wanted to get out of Game Pass was that it would bring in constant money, right? Monthly subscribers, and return those games. That money will filter into the studios for future projects. We've seen that with Obsidian. We've seen it with other Xbox studios, right? We got Clockwork coming. Trying to think of the one game that came out earlier this year, South by Midnight. That studio,
Yeah.
like that. So like their previous game was in Game Pass, and it was kind of like a build in progress, right? And then once it got done, they were able to finish it and then release it everywhere else. So did Ark Survival. They came in, it was a build in progress, and then Game Pass subscription, like services, help build it, and then they release it, and it created a following, and it's been successful. Not every game is gonna be successful. That's up to the developer to develop something that will, capture people's attention and stay engaged. And I think Game Pass, PS Plus, also helps do that, because a lot of us. One reason why I like to do Game Pass monthly stuff is because it brings attention. Hey, these are games that have gathered my attention. I'm trying them out. But before Game Pass, I'm not going to sit there and spend $20-$30 on certain indie games, because I'm not sure unless I really see it really marketed well and people around me are playing it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the risk. But Game Pass, helps with that risk for gamers and developers and publishers. So, yeah, Sean Layden, he's not in the industry anymore. Like, he doesn't work at Sony. There's probably a reason why, and so he can say whatever he wants, but he's not in the know. So yeah, whatever. It's just another article, clickbait, and use Sean Layden's butthurt arguments like Mikey Burrow.
Yeah. I don't know. This is I don't know. It just makes me upset. This whole Sean Layden statement thing makes me upset. So much so that, like, I don't know. Like, I feel that he's talking about things that aren't real, in my opinion. Like, he's trying to make something out of nothing. Like, this is the garden he's trying to grow right here. Where he's trying to grow all of his apathy, and people are going to do it, but it doesn't really exist outside of his own mind. Right? Just saying. Let's see.
Have you heard of the show Spin City? You guys know what they do, right?
What?
They take something and they spin it around. Whatever negative is, they spin around to a positive. That's what he's doing in the opposite
he's spinning
direction.
it into the negative, which is easier.
Right. He's spinning it so it's positive for Sony, but yet again, spinning it in the opposite direction, saying, "Hey, this is how we did it at Sony, and what Xbox is doing is completely wrong." So
Mhm.
he's doing a spin on you guys. That's the problem.
Mhm. Let me check in with the chat. I agree with everything you said, Dread. He says, "When do y'all think what gen do y'all think was the last for original IPs instead of constant sequels and remakes that we have now? Xbox PS2 gen or earlier? Yeah, the Xbox gen was probably the greatest. The OG Xbox PS2. Yeah, I agree with that. I can't think of another generation that gave us more IPs. And to be honest with you, I think that's why the PS4 was so successful. They had a lot of new IPs that blew up. You know, the Last of Us. No, that was PS3. You know, Horizon series, stuff like that. The Astrobot series, stuff like that. So new IPs do blow up, but they're risky. They're risky.
Yeah.
Let's see. Raven Skywalker says, I think the 90s and 2000s were the most original. Now devs only remake and remaster those old games and cry on the internet, sadly. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Sin. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, and a bachelor's is mainly built on corporate barrier, in my opinion. Experience has always been the best gauge of talent, not some piece of paper. There you go. There you go. A bachelor's will only take you so far. The rest will be yourself. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Sean Layden's first half. Let's go to the part two. I'm kidding. So in part two, they changed the topic to a platform agnostic future. Again, what Xbox is doing, right? The platform agnostic future. And you know, that's he's basically saying that that's what modern people are in now. You know, the expectation is whatever I want to play, I can play wherever I want. And if you can't do that, I'm not interested. True facts. That's the way young people think these days. The decline of consoles, right? He's basically comparing Xbox only sales are down too, but hey, what do I know, right? Free to play has become the default. This is to me the biggest change of the market right now. Free to play and new ways to play, all kinds of stuff. Now they talk about the future, the industry realignment. But yeah, we're not going to go into all this because this article is long, guys.
You want to know what's funny? They're referring to somebody that left Sony, right? He left PlayStation, and he went to Tencent. He didn't even last 2 years there. He was there for about a year and 8 months, and it's been almost a full year since then, and they're still utilizing him for quotes that he's out of the business. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not in that demographic to know anymore what's going on with that.
I think it's just a name, a recognized name that game industry could get to talk to them.
It is, but he's talking stuff that he doesn't know anything about anymore.
He's talking like an old man that hasn't embraced the future.
They're just trying to stay relevant, I guess. Or, you know, it's becoming a trend, right? These reporters or whatever you want to call them. Let's go talk to Sean Layden, ex Sony and so and Sean Yoshida and Maki Bara and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay.
They know they're getting clicks, so it's clickbait, and they're providing the click. So it's not a bait and switch clickbait. It's a clickbait to get you to click and read, because they know that. Just like today, we're talking about how much of an idiot this guy is. He might have been great back in the day, but this is not his generation to be speaking on because he's out of the loop.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sin says, I thought he was still at Tencent, but in an advisory role. Hope he doesn't advise him too much. Holy crap.
He left in May 2024.
So there you go. Basically, it's a really big article. You guys should read it. Some of it will piss you off, but take what it's trying to communicate. But again, they blame Xbox for everything at game industry. I normally don't cover GameIndustry.biz, but I couldn't ignore it. Just being honest here. Okay. So I don't know if you know about this. Anybody got anything else to say about this incredible article here from GameIndustry.biz? Nope. All right, moving along. Last topic. We're going to talk a little bit about Gamescom. It is Gamescom week, Dread.
Yes,
It is Gamescom week. That means we're going to see new trailers. Woo! We're going to have to react next week to Gamescom. Woo! And part of those new trailers is Gamescom opening night live. Oh, and now. How and where to watch. So, now Gamescom is going live Tuesday, August 19th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, British time, and I don't know what CEST is. All right. So it's going to be in the morning for most of us here. As you know, Gamescom is a European thing. So we are going to be watching some Gamescom over there. And it's going to be great because that's on Tuesday. It gives me time to react to it on both my shows. Woo! That's going to be fun.
Yep.
That's going to be fun. But I don't really care about L&L too much. I care about Xbox. Xbox is going to be at Gamescom. So this is from the official Xbox Twitter page. So on Wednesday, August 20th, so this is after O&L. So this is the next day. They're going to have on August 20th the ROG Xbox Ally, Simulator 2024, Dying Light the Beast, Keeper. A lot of people are in on that. World of Warcraft Midnight, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Grounded 2, and then all sorts of other games, right? Hotel Barcelona, Invincible versus Chronos the New Dawn, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, coming to Xbox. Outbound, Power Wash Simulator 2, Star Sand Island, Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, and The Order of Giants. That DLC that my buddy Doggy has been waiting for. It's coming out. August 20th. But then Xbox is also broadcasting on Tuesday, the 21st.
Thursday,
the 21st. Some Ninja Gaiden 4, F8's End, Onimusha, Age of Empires, Overwatch, High on Life, Outer Worlds, Jurassic World. Oh, I love Evolution so much. Frag Pump, Mistfall Hunter, Mortal Kombat, Final Fantasy Tactics, yes. My Hero Academia, Silent Hill F, Lego Voyagers, Metal Gear Solid Delta. And all of these are happening at 9 a.m. Eastern date group. So this is Eastern EDTs without the daylight saving times. Okay? So 9 a.m. So, again, we're going to see all this. So, all in all, Xbox is showing 30 games. 30 games, baby. At a Gamescom. Now, not a lot of them are new.
No.
But in case you missed it, here's a nice long list, an alphabetical order of every single game they're talking about. And of course, we do expect to see more Silksong as it is close to launch.
It's nice to see
wasn't
that
announced, but I do expect to see it.
we get Gamescom and that's still going, and then it's in person big event.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike E3, that kind of went to the wayside. So and that Xbox is there. They do help show off games that are going to be on Xbox and then celebrate gaming. Unlike the other two, are now just pretty much online. Every once in a while do their, the Nintendo Direct is good and all. And then the PlayStation does their thing, but to be at an event in person and make a big deal out of it helps a lot with the gamers getting excited for some of these games and see them in person. Sometimes you get to talk to devs and then play the games, right? So, really glad to see this. And we get to see the ROG Ally get played live.
Yeah, a lot of that's what I'm looking forward to, is getting a lot of first-hand impressions of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to that one because, I'm buying it.
Yep.
Clint said, oh, man, there's no Chilling by the Fire. That already released, man. You don't need that at Gamescom.
The fire went out.
Oh, Dreadpool knows what says this. Central European Summertime. There you go. So, out of all these games, Fastback, I don't know, 2 or 3 are you most excited for? To see some more updates about? Because that's what most of this is just updates.
Dying Light Beast.
Dying Light the Beast.
Grounded 2, I like to see. Of course, I'm playing that now, so see what. And I Thinking maybe Invincible.
Invincible versus. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Outer Worlds 2.
Outer Worlds 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's coming up here soon. So
Yeah, it
that's
is.
for that.
Dread, are you going to tune into Gamescom? Probably not, as I know you'll be sleeping. But are you going to catch any of these
I'm gonna
reveals?
catch them.
This is going to be a world premiere right here, probably.
I'll probably watch the whole thing. The ones that I'm really interested in is Silent Night F, Ninja Gaiden 4. What was the other one? Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Mm-hmm.
Grounded 2, or I'm sorry, Grounded 2. You moved it too fast. I was reading High on Life 2 is what I really wanted to say.
Yeah.
That one there I was curious about. And what was the other one? I think it was Chronos.
Chronos, yeah.
Obviously,
Chronos is on there. Yeah.
And then obviously Indiana Jones, who doesn't live indie.
I do.
Keeper is a curiosity for me. That's
Yeah,
for
Keeper
sure.
by what's his name? Jesus, Double Fine. Double Fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. Out of these, I'm most interested in Black Ops 7. I want to see some of that, see what's going on. It's weird that they did 6 and 7 back to back. I love some Jurassic World Evolution, some Keeper. A lot of updates. Ninja Gaiden 4. I definitely want that one. And the Outer Worlds 2. Yeah.
That's a Rogue Ally X in my hand.
That is not a Rogue Ally X. Get out of here.
It is.
Get out of here with that.
You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, send it to me. Let me see. Mail it to me.
Oh.
First class. So Xbox is coming back to Gamescom with 20 playable titles. Right, so on the Xbox booth, they're definitely going to have the Rogue Ally and Ally X. Then I've Grounded 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, some Indiana Jones, some Age of Empires and Age of Mythology, which I play, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. They will also have an exclusive theater presentation of the Outer Worlds 2. And then playable on it will be Silksong, Borderlands 4, Omnimusha, Way of the Sword, which looks great, by the way. So those three are in my list. They have some Super Meat Boy 3D, that's gonna be fun, and Chronos: The New Dawn. And then you can also find them in Hall 7 where they're at. So it's gonna be so great to see Xbox so involved on all of this. And of course, FanFest returns with it, right? FanFest Cologne. And then there'd be a Bethesda broadcast. So we're getting a lot of Xbox at Gamescom. Woo! Shout out to Xbox for being awesome and being at Gamescom. So I put a poll up in the chat. Fastback, based on the poll in the chat, are you going to tune in to Gamescom or now? Xbox? Both? None?
Let's see where we're at. Trying to make sure I'm on the latest poll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, sorry, because I'm a little slow on my end.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't posted the results. I'm asking you your opinion.
Sorry. I'm gonna try. I'll be at work, so if I'm at my desk, I will put it there while I'm multitasking, working and watching.
You know what I hate is when you have it in your gallery, but yet you can't find it in your gallery.
Never happened to me. Sorry, keep going, Fastback.
No, I will try to tune in for these. Maybe not be live full time, but and then of course I'll catch whatever I miss later on.
I will watch On Now live on replay because I want to skip all the ads he has. But I will probably watch Xbox Live or try to. Yeah. I'm at work at the time, so I'm probably going to watch all these afterwards and then talk about it, of course, next week.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's see. Shout out to 4GQ TV. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He says, "Hey everyone, who is the bigger bearded guy who needs a trim?" Right.
He's only saying that because he trimmed his off.
Dredd, are you gonna watch these?
I might not be able to watch it live, but I'm gonna definitely watch what I can. I'm like I said, I'm interested. I want to see what they do.
I think this is gonna be fun. But that's how we feel. Fastback, how does the chat feel?
All right. Will you tune in to any of the Gamescom broadcasts? Yes. Xbox only, 44%. Yes, both, 44%. So we got that there. Yes, ONL only 11%. No, I don't have time for that, 0%. So it sounds like everybody's all in.
Everybody's all in. All right.
One way
So
or
that's
another.
it. That's it for the topics I have. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
It won't let me send it to you.
No. Okay.
Let me send it to you on your personal, if it'll go that way.
There you go. But yeah, anybody have any other topics they want to talk about real quick?
Nope.
No.
Great show.
And we did hit 491 subscribers, so we are 9 away. Come on, guys. Please share this show out with your friends, families, cousins, neighbors. Every subscriber helps.
Sancho's.
That's right. Send it to your secret lovers. Yeah. Clincher. Axel just needs a little facial hair. Y'all could be ZZ Top. Oh. I'm good.
There you go. There it is.
Let me see what you sent me. This better not be something silly here. What the hell is that?
Look to my left of my hand.
Oh, it's a Xbox Raw. It's a ROG Ally X, but it's not an Xbox Ally X. Yeah, this is the Best Buy thing, probably. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I've been to Best Buy and holding that in my hand, trying to get it, see if I really want it. Yeah. Let's see. So that's it for today's show, guys. But of course, we wouldn't be able to do today's show without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Fastback6768.
And I'm Dreadpool.
And we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Keep gaming.